how I ended up closing it. I did not intend to, and I'm sorry about that, but we should be back live streaming now. Let's see if everybody's back yet. Kitty, I don't know. I hope your sound is working now. I'm got you here as an attendee, Kitty, and yes, you're back as panelist. So yes, my apologies.
No problem.
Here we are again with
Page
Henry VIII.
31.
Okay, so we'll take it from the beginning of the scene. I'll do the read intro again. Act
Okay.
1, Scene 4. Ho boys, a small table under a state for the cardinal, a longer table for the guests, and then enter Anne Boleyn and divers other ladies and gentlemen as guests at one door. At another door, enter Sir Henry Guildford.
Ladies, a general welcome from his grace. Salutes ye all. This night he dedicates to fair content and you. None here, he hopes, in all this noble bevy, has brought with her one care abroad. He would have all as merry as, first, good company, good wine, good welcome can make good people.
Enter the Lord Chamberlain, Lord Sands, and Lovell.
Oh, my lord, ye are tardy. The very thought of this fair company clapped wings to me.
You are young, Sir Harry Guildford.
Sir Thomas Lovell, had the cardinal but half my late thought in him, some of these should find a running banquet ere they rested. I think would better please them by my life. They are a sweet society of fair ones.
Oh, that your lordship were but now confessor to one or two of these.
I would I were, they should find easy penance.
Faith, how easy.
As easy as a down bed would afford it.
Sweet ladies, will it please you sit? Sir Harry, place you that side, I'll take the charge of this. His grace is entering. Nay, you must not freeze. Two women placed together makes cold weather. My Lord Sands, you are one will keep him waking. Pray sit between these ladies.
By my faith, and thank your lordship. By your leave, sweet ladies, if I had a chance to talk a little while, forgive me, I had it from my father.
Was he mad? Was he mad?
Oh, very mad, exceedingly mad, in love too. But he would bite none, just as I do now. He would kiss you 20 with a breath.
Well said, my lord. So now you are fairly seated, gentlemen. The penance lies on you if these fair ladies pass away frowning.
Oh, for my little cure, let me alone.
Ho boys, enter Cardinal Wolsey and takes his state. You're welcome, my fair guests. That noble lady or gentleman that is not freely merry is not my friend. This to confirm my welcome and to you all good health.
Your grace is noble. Let me have such a bowl may hold my thanks and save me so much talking.
My Lord Sands, I am beholding to you. Cheer your neighbours. Ladies, you are not merry. Gentlemen, whose fault is this?
Oh, the red wine first must rise in their fair cheeks, my lord. Then we shall have them. Talk us to silence.
You are a merry man, my lord.
Okay, can we hold? Kitty, you're logged on twice.
Oh. Okay.
It's probably because you came in as not a member, but he had to promote you, and somehow you've got a second thing.
I think I removed her second one. Kitty, you want to do a sound check?
She's gone off as far as I can see. Okay, until we get Kitty back and her audio under control, Garrett, you want to take Anne Boleyn so you can play Anne Boleyn and the Queen? There's a nice combination. Just be nice, you know. Let's go back to
Red wine.
Yeah, that looks good. If I can find it, where is that?
That's Sands, the red wine first
Oh,
must
the red
rise.
wine first must rise in their fair cheeks, my lord. Then we shall have them talk us to silence.
You are a merry gamester, my Lord Sands.
Oh, yes, if I make my play. Here's to your ladyship, and pledge it, madam, for 'tis to such a thing.
You cannot show me.
I told your grace, they would talk anon.
The drum and trumpet, the chambers are discharged. What's that?
Look out there, some of you.
What warlike voice, and to what end is this? Nay, ladies, fear not. By all the laws of war you are privileged. Servant enters.
How now, what is it? A noble troop of strangers, whatever they seem, they have left their barge and landed, and hither make as great ambassadors from foreign princes.
Good Lord Chamberlain, go give him welcome. You can speak the French tongue and receive him nobly and conduct him into our presence, where this heaven of beauty shall shine at full upon him. Some attend him, and they all rise and the tables are removed. You have now a broken banquet, but we'll mend it. A good digestion to you all, and once more I shower a welcome on you. Welcome all. Ho, boys, enter the king and others as maskers, habited like shepherds, ushered by the Lord Chamberlain. They pass directly before the cardinal and gracefully salute him. Oh, noble company, what are their pleasures?
Because they speak no English, thus they prayed to tell your grace that having heard by fame of this so noble and so fair assembly, this night to meet here they could do no less, out of the great respect they bear to beauty, but leave their flocks, and under your fair conduct crave leave to view these ladies, and entreat an hour of revels with them.
Say, Lord Chamberlain, they have done my poor house grace, for which I pay him 1,000 thanks, and pray him to take their pleasures. Anne Boleyn back to Kitty. Choose, ladies, King and Anne Boleyn.
The fairest hand I ever touched. Oh, beauty, till now I never knew thee.
Music plays and they dance. My lord,
Your grace,
pray tell him thus much from me. There should be one amongst them by his person more worthy this place than myself, to whom, if I but knew him with my love and duty, I would surrender it.
I will, my lord.
What say they?
Such a one they all confess there is indeed, which they would have your grace find out, and he will take it.
Let me see then. By all your good leaves, gentlemen, here I'll make my royal choice.
Ha! Ye have found him, Cardinal. You hold a fair assembly. You do well, Lord. You are a churchman, or, I'll tell you, Cardinal, I should judge now unhappily.
Oh, I'm glad your grace has grown so pleasant.
My Lord Chamberlain, prithee, come hither. What fair lady is that?
And please your grace, Sir Thomas Bullen's daughter, the Viscount Rochford, one of her highness' women.
By heaven, she is a dainty one. Sweetheart, I were unmannerly to take you out and not to kiss you. A health, gentlemen. Let it go round.
Sir Thomas Lovell, is the banquet ready in the privy chamber? Who's doing Lovell?
Yes, my lord.
Sorry. Yes, my lord.
Your grace, I fear with dancing is a little heated.
I fear too much.
There's fresher air, my lord, in the next chamber.
Lead in your ladies, every one. Sweet partner, I must not yet forsake you. Let's be merry. Good my Lord Cardinal, I have half a dozen healths to drink to these fair ladies, and a measure to lead 'em once again, and then let's dream who's best in favour. Let the music knock it.
And the exit with trumpets. Act 2, Scene 1. Enter two gentlemen at several doors.
Whither away so fast?
Kitty?
I'm not okay. I'll do it.
Your
I'm not.
gentleman.
I'll do it. Oh, God save ye, even to the hall, to hear what shall become of the great Duke of Buckingham.
I'll save you that labour, sir. All's now done but the ceremony of bringing back the prisoner.
Were you there?
Yes, indeed was I.
Pray speak. What has happened?
You may guess quickly what.
Is he found guilty?
Yes, truly is he, and condemned upon't.
I am sorry for it.
So are a number more.
But pray, how passed it?
I'll tell you in a little. The great Duke came to the bar, where to his accusations he pleaded still not guilty, and alleged many sharp reasons to defeat the law. The king's attorney, on the contrary, urged on the examinations, proofs, confessions of divers witnesses, which the Duke desired to him brought viva voce to his face, at which appeared against him his surveyor, Sir Gilbert Peck his chancellor, and John Carr confessor to him, with that divil monk Hopkins that made this mischief.
Sorry.
That was he.
That was he that fed him with his prophecies.
The same. All these accused him strongly, which he fain would have flung from him, but indeed he could not. And so his peers upon this evidence have found him guilty of high treason. Much he spoke and learnedly for life, but all was either pitied in him or forgotten.
After all this, how did he bear himself?
When he was brought again to the bar to hear his knell rung out his judgment, he was stirred with such an agony, he sweat extremely, and something spoke in choler, ill and hasty, but he fell to himself again, and sweetly, in all the rest, showed a most noble patience.
I do not think he fears death.
Sure he does not. He never was so womanish. The cause he may a little grieve at.
Certainly, the cardinal is the end of this.
'Tis likely by all conjectures. First Kildar's attendure, then deputy of Ireland, who removed Earl Surrey, was sent thither, and in haste too, lest he should help his father.
That trick of state was a deep envious one.
At his return, no doubt he will requite it. This is noted, and generally whoever the king favours, the cardinal instantly will find employment, and far enough from court too.
All the commons hate him perniciously, and on my conscience wish him 10 fathom deep. This duke is much they love and dote on, call him bounteous Buckingham, the mirror of all courtesy.
Enter Buckingham from his arraignment, tipstaves before him, the axe with the edge towards him, halberds on each side, accompanied with Sir Thomas Lovell, Sir Nicholas Vaux, Sir Walter Sands, and common people, etc.
Stay there, sir, and see the noble ruined man you speak of.
Let's stand close and behold him.
All good people, you that thus far have come to pity me, hear what I say and then go home and lose me. I have this day received a traitor's judgment, and by that name must die. Yet heaven bear witness, and if I have a conscience, let it sink me, even as the axe falls, if I be not faithful. The law I bear no malice for my death. It has been done upon the premises, but justice, and those that sought it, I could wish more Christians, be what they will, I heartily forgive him. Yet let him look, they glory not in mischief, nor build their evils on the graves of great men. For then my guiltless blood must cry against him. For further life in this world I ne'er hope, nor will I sue, although the king have mercies, more than I dare make faults. You few that love me, and dare be bold to weep for Buckingham, his noble friends and fellows, whom to leave is only bitter to him, only dying. Go with me like good angels to my end, and as a long divorce of steel falls on me, make of your prayers one sweet sacrifice, and lift my whole to heaven, lead on a God's name.
Do beseech your grace for charity. If ever any malice in your heart were hid against me, now to forgive me frankly.
Sir Thomas Lovell, I as free forgive you as I would be forgiven. I forgive all. There cannot be those numberless offences against me that I cannot take peace with. No black envy shall make my grave. Commend me to his grace. And if he speak of Buckingham, pray tell him you met him half in heaven. My vows and prayers yet are the king's, and still my soul for sake shall cry for blessings on him. May he live longer than I have time to tell his years. Ever beloved and loving may his rule be. And when old time shall lead him to his end, goodness and he fill up one monument.
The waterside I must conduct your grace. Then give my charge up to Sir Nicholas Maw, who undertakes you to your end.
Jackie?
Oh, that's not me, but I'll do it.
No, do it.
Prepare there. The Duke is coming. See the barge be ready, and fit it with such furniture as suits the greatness of his person.
Aye, Sir Nicholas, let it alone. My state now will but mock me. When I came hither, I was Lord High Constable and Duke of Buckingham, now poor Edward Bowen. Yet I am richer than my base accusers that never knew what truth meant. I now scale it, and with that blood will make 'em one day groan for't. My noble father, Henry of Buckingham, who first raised head against usurping Richard, flying from for succour to his servant Bannister, being distressed, was by that wretch betrayed, and without Tyrrell fell. God's peace be with him. Henry VII, succeeding, truly pitying my father's loss, like a most royal prince, restored me to my honours, and out of ruins made my name once more noble. Now his son, Henry VIII, life, honour, name, and all that made me happy, at one stroke has ta'en forever from the world. I had my trial, and must needs say a noble one, which makes me a little happier than my wretched father. Yet thus far we are one in fortunes. Both fell by our servants, by those men we loved most, a most unnatural and faithless service. Heaven has an end in all. Yet you that hear me, this from a dying man receive as certain. Where you are liberal of your loves and counsels, be sure you be not loose. For those you make friends and give your hearts to, dear God, and give your hearts to, when they once perceive the least rub in your fortunes, fall away like water from ye, and never found again. But where they mean to sink ye, all good people pray for me. I must now forsake ye. The last hour of my long weary life is come upon me. Farewell. And when you would say something that is sad, speak how I fell. I have done, and God forgive me. Exit the Duke and train.
Oh, this is full of pity. Sir, it calls, I fear, too many curses on their heads that were the authors.
If the Duke be guiltless, 'tis full of woe. Yet I can give you inkling of an ensuing evil if it fall greater than this.
Good angels, keep it from us. What may it be? You do not doubt my faith, sir.
This secret is so weighty, 'twill require a strong faith to conceal it.
Let me have it. I do not talk much.
I am confident you shall, sir. Did you not of late days hear a buzzing of a separation between the king and Catherine?
Yes, but it held not. For when the king once heard it, out of anger he sent command to the Lord Mayor Straight to stop the rumour and allay those tongues that durst disperse it.
But that slander, sir, is found a truth now, for it grows again fresher than ere it was. and held for certain the king will venture at it. Either the cardinal or some about him near have out of malice to the good queen possessed him with a scruple that will undo her. To confirm this too, Cardinal Campeius is arrived, and lately, as all think, for this business.
'Tis the cardinal, and merely to revenge him on the emperor for not bestowing on him at his asking the archbishopric of Toledo, this is purposed.
I think you have hit the mark. But is it not cruel that she should feel the smart of this? The cardinal will have his will, and she must fall.
'Tis woeful. We are too open here to argue this. Let's think in private more.
And the two gentlemen exit. Act 2, Scene 2. Enter the Lord Chamberlain reading this letter.
My lord, the horses your lordship sent for, with all the care I had, I saw well chosen, ridden, and furnished. They were young and handsome, and of the best breed in the north. When they were ready to set out for London, a man of my lord cardinal's by commission and main power took them from me with this reason. His master would be served before a subject, if not before the king, which stopped our mouths, sir. I fear he will indeed. Well, let him have them. He will have all, I think.
Enter to the Lord Chamberlain the Dukes of Norfolk and Suffolk.
Well met, my Lord Chamberlain. Good day to both your graces.
How is the king employed?
I left him private full of sad thoughts and troubles. What's the cause? It seems the marriage with his brother's wife has crept too near his conscience.
No, his conscience has crept too near another lady.
'Tis so. This is the cardinal's doing. The king cardinal, that blind priest, like the eldest son of fortune, turns what he list. The king will know him one day.
Pray God he do. He'll never know himself else.
How holily he works in all his business, and with what zeal! For now he has cracked the league between us and the emperor, the queen's great nephew. He dives into the king's soul, and there scatters dangers, doubts, wringing of the conscience, fears and despairs, and all these for his marriage. And out of all these, to restore the king, he counsels a divorce, a loss of her that like a jewel has hung 20 years about his neck, yet never lost her lustre, of her that loves him with that excellence that angels love good men with, even of her that when the greatest stroke of fortune falls will bless the king. And is not this course pious? Heaven keep me from such counsel. 'Tis most true. These news are everywhere. Every tongue speaks them, and every true heart weeps for it. All that dare look into these affairs see this main end, the French king's sister. Heaven will one day open the king's eyes that so long have slept upon this bold, bad man,
And free us from his slavery.
We had need pray and heartily for our deliverance. Or this imperious man will work us all from princes into pages. All men's honours lie like one lump before him, to be fashioned into what pitch he please.
For me, my lords, I love him not, nor fear him. There's my creed. As I am made without him, so I'll stand, if the king please. His curses and his blessings touch me alike. They are breath I not believe in. I knew him, and I know him, so I leave him to him that made me proud, the Pope.
Let's in, and with some of the business put the king from these sad thoughts that work too much upon him. My lord, you'll bear us company? Excuse me, the king has sent me otherwhere. Besides, you'll find a most unfit time to disturb him. Health to your lordships. Thanks, my good Lord Chamberlain.
Exit the Lord Chamberlain, and the king draws the curtain and sits reading pensively. How sad he looks. Sure, he is much afflicted.
Who's there? Huh?
Pray God he...
Pray God he be not angry.
Who's there, I say? How dare you thrust yourselves into my private meditations? Who am I, huh?
A gracious king that pardons all offences malice ne'er meant. Our breach of duty this way is business of a state, in which we come to know your royal pleasure.
Ye are too bold. Go to, I'll make you know your times of business. Is this an hour for temporal affairs, huh? Who's there?
Enter Wolsey and Campius with a commission.
Who's there? My good Lord Cardinal. Oh, my Wolsey, the quiet of my wounded conscience, thou art a cure fit for a king. You're welcome, most learned reverend sir, into our kingdom. Use us and it. My good lord, have great care I be not found a talker.
Sir, you cannot. I would your grace.
Your grace will give us but an hour of private conference.
We are busy. Go.
This priest has no pride in him.
Not to speak of, I would not be so sick, though, for his place, but this cannot continue.
If it do, I'll venture one, have at him.
Another.
I'll do Suffolk if you're doing the other.
Excellent. Exit Norfolk and Suffolk. Your grace has given a precedent of wisdom above all princes in committing freely your scruple to the voice of Christendom. Who can be angry now? What envy reach you? The Spaniard, tied by blood and favour to her, must now confess, if they have any goodness, the trial just and noble. All the clerks, I mean the learned ones in Christian kingdoms, have their free voices. Rome, the nurse of judgment, invited by your noble self, has sent one general tongue unto us. This good man, this just and learned priest, Cardinal Campius, whom once more I present unto your highness.
And once more in mine arms I bid him welcome, and thank the holy conclave for their loves. They have sent me such a man I would have wished for.
Jackie.
Okay. Your grace must needs deserve all strangers' love, as you are so noble. To your highness' hand I tender my commission, by whose virtue the court of Rome commanding, you, my lord, Cardinal of York, are joined with me, their servant, in the impartial judging of this business.
2 equal men. The queen shall be acquainted forthwith for what you come. Where's Gardiner?
I know your majesty has always loved her so dear in heart, not to deny her that a woman of less place must ask by law scholars allowed freely to argue for her.
Aye, and the best she shall have, and my favour to him that does best, God forbid else. Cardinal, prithee, call Gardiner to me, my new secretary. I find him a fit fellow.
Enter Gardiner. Gerrit, can you do that? Give me your hand, much joy and favour to you. You are the king's now.
Much be commanded forever by your grace, whose hand has raised me.
Come hither, Gardiner.
They walk away and whisper.
My lord of York, was not one Dr. Pace in this man's place before him?
Yes, he was.
Was he not hailed a learned man?
Oh, yes, surely.
Believe me, there's an ill opinion spread then, even of yourself, Lord Cardinal.
How? Of me?
They will not stick to say you invade him, and fearing he would rise, he was so virtuous, kept him a foreign man still, which so grieved him that he ran mad and died.
Heaven's peace be with him. That's Christian care enough. For living murmurers, there's places of rebuke. He was a fool, for he would needs be virtuous. That good fellow, if I commanded him, follows my appointment. I will have none so near else. Learn this, brother. We live not to be gripped by meaner persons.
Deliver this with modesty to the queen.
Gardiner exits.
The most convenient place that I can think of for such receipt of learning is Blackfriars. There ye shall meet about this weighty business. My Wolsey, see it furnished. Oh, my lord, would it not grieve an able man to leave so sweet a bedfellow? But conscience, conscience, oh, 'tis a tender place, and I must leave her.
And he exits. Act 2, Scene 3. Enter Anne Boleyn and an old lady.
Not for that neither. Here's the pang that pinches. His Highness, having lived so long with her, and she so good a lady that no tongue could ever pronounce dishonor of her, by my life she never knew harm doing. Oh, now after so many courses of the sun enthroned, still growing in a majesty and pomp, the which to leave 1,000-fold more bitter than 'tis sweet at first to acquire. After this process, to give her the avant, it is a pity would move a monster.
Hearts of most hard temper melt in lament for her.
Oh, God's will, much better she ne'er had known pomp, though it be temporal, yet if that quarrel, Fortune do divorce it from the bearer, 'tis a sufferance, panging as soul and body severing.
Oh, alas, poor lady, she's a stranger now again.
So much the more must pity drop upon her. Verily, I swear 'tis better to be lowly born, and range with humble livers in content, than to be perked up in a glistering grief and wear a golden sorrow.
Our content is our best having.
By my troth and maidenhead, I would not be a queen.
Oh, beshrew me, I would, and venture maidenhead for it, and so would you, for all the spice of your hypocrisy. You that have so fair parts of women on you have too a woman's heart, which ever yet affected eminence, wealth, serenity, which to say sooth are blessings, and which gifts, saving your mincing, the capacity of your soft cheval conscience would receive, if you might please to stretch it.
Nay, good troth.
Yes, troth and troth, you would not be a queen.
No, not for all the riches under heaven.
Oh, 'tis strange. A threepence bowed would hire me, old as I am, to queen it. But I pray you, what think you of the Duchess? Have you limbs to bear that load of title?
No, in truth.
Oh, then you are weakly made. Pluck off a little. I would not be a young count in your way for more than blushing comes to. If your back cannot vouchsafe this burden, 'tis too weak ever to get a boy.
How you do talk. I swear again I would not be a queen for all the world.
In faith, for little England you'd venture, and in bowling, I myself would be Carnavatisher, although they are long no more to the crown, but that, lo, who comes here?
Enter the Lord Chamberlain.
Good morrow, ladies. What were it worth to know the secrets of your conference?
My good lord, not your demand. It values not your asking. Our mistress sorrows we were pitying.
It was a gentle business, and becoming the action of good women, there is hope all will be well.
Now I pray God. Amen.
You bear a gentle mind, and heavenly blessings follow such creatures. That you may, fair lady, perceive I speak sincerely, and high notes ta'en of your many virtues, the King's Majesty commends his good opinion of you to you, and does purpose honor to you no less flowing than Marchioness of Pembroke. To which title £1,000 a year, annual support out of his grace, he adds.
I do not know what kind of my obedience I should tender. More than my all is nothing, nor my prayers are not words duly hallowed, nor my wishes more worth than empty vanities. Yet prayers and wishes are all I can return. Beseech your lordship vouchsafe to speak my thanks and my obedience as from a blushing handmaid to his highness whose health and royalty I pray for.
Lady, I shall not fail to prove the fair conceit the king hath of you. I have perused her well. Beauty and honor in her are so mingled that they have caught the king, and who knows yet but from this lady may proceed a gem to lighten all this isle. I'll to the king and say I spoke with you.
My honored lord,
Oh, why, this is it. See. I have been begging 16 years in court, and yet a courtier beggarly. No kid come pat betwixt too early and too late for any suit of pounds. And you, oh fate, a very fresh fish here. Fie upon this compelled fortune. Have your mouth filled up before you opened it.
this is strange to me.
How tastes it? Is it bitter? 40 pence? No? There was a lady once, 'tis an old story, that would not be a queen, that would she not for all the mud in Egypt. Have you heard it?
Come, you are pleasant.
With your theme, I could overmount the lake, the loch, the Marchioness of Pembroke, £1,000 a year for pure respect, no other obligation. By my life, that promises more thousand. Honor's train is longer than his foreskirt. By this time, I know your back will bear a bunch. Duchess, say, are you not stronger than you were?
Good lady, make yourself mirth with your particular fancy and leave me out of it. Would I had no being if this dilute my blood a jot. It fails me to think what follows. The queen is comfortless, and we forgetful in our long absence. Pray do not deliver what here you have heard to her.
Oh, what do you think of me?
And they exit. Act 2, Scene 4. Trumpets, senate, and coronets. Enter two vergers with short silver wands. Next them, two scribes in the habit of doctors. After them, the Bishop of Canterbury alone. After him, the Bishops of Lincoln, Ely, Rochester, and St. Asaph. Next them, with some small distance, follows a gentleman bearing the purse with the great seal and the cardinal's hat. Then two priests bearing each a silver cross. Then a gentleman usher, bareheaded, accompanied with a sergeant at arms, bearing a silver mace. Then two gentlemen bearing two great silver pillars. After them, side by side, the two cardinals, two noblemen with the sword and mace. The king takes his place under the cloth of state. The two cardinals sit under him as judges. The queen takes place some distance from the king. The bishops place themselves on each side of the court in manner of a consistory. Below them be scribes. The lords sit next to the bishops. The rest of the attendants stand in convenient order about the stage. Whilst our commission from Rome is led, let silence be commended.
What's the need? It hath already publicly been read, and on all sides the authority allowed. You may spare that time.
A bit so, proceed.
Say, Henry, King of England and company.
Henry, King of England, etc.
Here,
Here.
Say, Catherine, Queen of England, come into the court.
Catherine, Queen of England, come into the court.
Sir,
The queen makes no answer, rises out of her chair, goes about the court, comes to the king and kneels at his feet, and then speaks.
sir, I do desire you do me right and justice, and to bestow your pity on me, for I am a most poor woman and a stranger, born out of your dominions, having here no judge indifferent, nor no more assurance of equal friendship and proceeding. Alas, sir, in what have I offended you? What cause hath my behavior given to your displeasure, that thus you should proceed to put me off and take your good grace from me? Heaven witness, I have been to you a true and humble wife, at all times to your will conformable. ever in fear to kindle your dislike, yea, subject to your countenance, glad or sorry, as I saw it incline? When was the hour I ever contradicted your desire, or made it not mine too? Or which of your friends have I not strove to love, although I knew he were mine enemy? What friend of mine, that had to him derived your anger, did I continue in my liking? Nay, gave notice he was from thence discharged. Sir, call to mind that I have been your wife, in disobedience upward of 20 years, and have been blessed with many children by you. If in the course and process of this time you can report and prove it too, against mine honor aught, my bond to wedlock, or my love and duty, against your sacred person, in God's name turn me away, and let the foulest contempt shut door upon me, and so give me up to the sharpest kind of justice. Please you, sir, the king your father was reputed for a prince most prudent, of an excellent and unmatched wit and judgment. Ferdinand, my father, king of Spain, was reckoned one the wisest prince that there had reigned by many, a year before. It is not to be questioned that they had gathered a wise council to them of every realm, and did debate this business who deemed our marriage lawful. Wherefore I humbly beseech you, sir, to spare me, till I may be by my friends in Spain advised, whose counsel I will implore, if not in the name of God, your pleasure be fulfilled.
You have here, lady, and of your choice, these reverend fathers, men of singular integrity and learning, yea, the elect of the land, who are assembled to plead your cause. It shall be therefore bootless that longer you desire the court as well for your own quiet as to rectify what is unsettled in the king. Campius?
His grace hath spoken well and justly. Therefore, madam, it fits this royal session do proceed, and that without delay their arguments by now produced and heard.
Lord Cardinal, to you I speak.
Your pleasure, madam.
Sir, I am about to weep, but thinking that we are a queen, or long have dreamed so, certain the daughter of a king, my drops of tears I'll turn to sparks of fire.
Be patient yet.
I will when you are humble. Nay, before, or God will punish me. I do believe, induced by potent circumstances, that you are mine enemy, and make my challenge you shall not be my judge. For it is you have blown this coal betwixt my lord and me, which God's due quench. Therefore I say again, I utterly abhor, yea, from my soul, refuse you for my judge, whom yet once more I hold my most malicious foe, and think not at all a friend to truth.
I do profess you speak not like yourself. Whoever yet has stood to charity and displayed the effects of disposition gentle and of wisdom o'ertopping woman's power. Madam, you do me wrong. I have no spleen against you, nor injustice for you, or any. How far I have proceeded, or how far further is warranted by commission from the consistory, yea, the whole consistory of Rome. You charge me that I have blown this coal. I do deny it. The king is present. If it be known to him that I gainsay my deed, how may he wound and worthily my falsehood, yea, as much as you have done my truth? If he know that I am free of your report, he knows I am not of your wrong. Therefore in him it lies to cure me, and the cure is to remove these thoughts from you, the which before his highness shall speak in, I do beseech you, gracious madam, to unthink your speaking, and to say so no more.
My lord, I am a simple woman, much too weak to oppose your cunning. You're meek and humble-mouthed. You sign your place and calling in full seeming, with meekness and humility. But your heart is crammed with arrogancy, spleen, and pride. You have, by fortune and his highness' favors, gone slightly o'er low steps, and now are mounted where powers are your retainers, and your words domestics to you. Serve your will as please, yourself pronounce their office. I must tell you, you tender more your person's honor than your high profession spiritual. That again I do refuse you for my judge, and here, before you all, appeal unto the Pope to bring my whole cause for his holiness, and to be judged by him.
She curtsies to the king and offers to depart.
The queen is obstinate, stubborn to justice, apt to accuse it, and disdainful to be tried by it. 'Tis not well. She's going away.
Call her again.
Catherine, Queen of England, come into the court.
Madame, you are called back.
What need you note it? Pray you keep your way. When you are called, return. Now, the Lord help. They vex me past my patience. Pray you pass on. I will not tarry. No, nor evermore upon this business my appearance make in any of their courts.
And the queen exits along with her attendants.
Go thy ways, Kate. That man in the world who shall report he has a better wife, let him in naught be trusted for speaking false in that. Thou art alone if thy rare qualities, sweet gentleness, thy meekness saint-like, wife-like government, obeying and commanding, and thy parts sovereign and pious else, could speak thee out, the queen of earthly queens. She's noble born, and like her true nobility, she has carried herself toward me.
Most gracious sir, in humblest manner I require your highness that it shall please you to declare in hearing of all these ears, for where I am robbed and bound, there must I be unloosed, although not there at once and fully satisfied, whether ever I did broach this business to your highness, or laid any scruple in your way which might induce you to the question on't, or ever have to you, but with thanks to God for such a royal lady spake one, the least word that might be to the prejudice of her present state, or touch her good person.
My Lord Cardinal, I do excuse you. Yea, upon mine honour I free you from't. You are not to be taught that you have many enemies, that know not why they are so, but like to village curs bark when their fellows do. By some of these the queen is put in anger. Y'are excused. But will you be more justified? You ever have wished the sleeping of this business, never desired it to be stirred, but oft have hindered it, oft the passages made toward it. On my honour, I speak my good Lord Cardinal to this point, and thus far clear him. Now, what moved me to it, I will be bold with time and your attention, then mark the inducement. Thus it came, give heed to it. My conscience first received a tenderness, scruple, and prick on certain speeches uttered by the Bishop of Bayonne, then French ambassador, who had been hither sent on the debating a marriage twixt the Duke of Orleans and our daughter Mary. In the progress of this business, ere a determinate resolution, he, I mean the bishop, did require a respite, wherein he might the king his lord advertise, whether our daughter were legitimate, respecting this our marriage with the dowager, sometimes our brother's wife. This respite shook the bosom of my conscience, entered me, yea, with a splitting power, and made to tremble the region of my breast, which forced such way that many mazed considerings did throng and pressed in with this caution. First, methought I stood not in the smile of heaven, who had commanded nature that my lady's womb, if it conceived a male child by me, should do no more offices of life to it than the grave does to the dead, for her male issue or died where they were made, or shortly after this world had aired them. Hence I took a thought. This was a judgment on me, that my kingdom, well worthy the best heir of the world, should not be gladdened in it by me. Then follows that I weighed the danger which my realm stood in by this my issue's fail, and that gave to me many a groaning throe. Thus, hulling in the wild sea of my conscience, I did steer toward this remedy, whereupon we are now present here together. That's to say, I meant to rectify my conscience, which I then did feel full sick, and yet not well, by all the reverend fathers of the land and doctors learned. First, I began in private with you, my Lord of Lincoln. You remember how under my oppression I did wreak when I first moved you.
Very well, my liege.
I have spoke long. Be pleased yourself to say how far you satisfied me.
So please your highness, the question did at first so stagger me, bearing a state of mighty moment and consequence of dread, that I committed the daringest counsel which I had to doubt, and did entreat your highness to this course which you are running here.
I then moved you, my Lord of Canterbury, and got your leave to make this present summons. Unsolicited, I left no reverend person in this court, but by particular consent proceeded under your hands and seals. Therefore, go on, for no dislike of the world against the person of the good queen, but the sharp, thorny points of my alleged reasons drives this forward. Prove but our marriage lawful by my life and kingly dignity, we are contented to wear our mortal state to come with her, Catherine our queen, before the primest creature that paragoned the world.
So please your highness, the queen being absent, 'tis a needful fitness that we adjourn this court to further day. Meanwhile must be an earnest motion made to the queen to call back her appeal she intends unto his holiness.
I may perceive these cardinals trifle with me. I abhor this dilatory sloth and tricks of Rome. My learned and well-beloved servant Cranmer, prithee return. With thy approach I know my comfort comes along. Break up the court. I say, set on.
And they exit. Act 3, Scene 1. Enter the queen and her women as at work.
Take thy lute, wench. My soul grows sad with troubles. Sing and disperse 'em, if thou canst. Leave working.
Oh, nobody's Orpheus with his lute made trees and the mountain tops that freeze bow themselves when he did sing. To his music plants and flowers ever sprung as sun and showers there had made a lasting spring. Everything that heard him play, even the billows of the sea, hung their heads and then lay by. In sweet music is such art, killing care and grief of heart, fall asleep or herein die.
Enter a gentleman.
How now?
Ken? And please, your grace, the two great cardinals wait in the presence.
They speak with me.
They will me say so, madam.
Pray their graces to come near. What can their business with What can be their business with me, a poor weak woman fallen from favor? I do not like their coming. Now I think on't, they should be good men, their affairs as righteous, but all hoods make not monks.
Enter the two cardinals, Wolsey and Campion. Peace to your highness.
Your graces find me here part of a housewife. I would be all against the worst may happen. What are your pleasures with me, reverend lords?
May it please you, noble madam, to withdraw into your private chamber. We shall give you the full cause of our coming.
Speak it here. There's nothing I have done yet on my conscience deserves a corner. Would all other women could speak this with as free a soul as I do. My lords, I care not, so much I am happy above number, if my actions were tried by every tongue, every eye saw 'em, envy and base opinions set against 'em. I know my life so even. If your business seek me out, and that way I am wife in, out with it boldly. Truth loves open dealing.
Tanta est erga te mentis integritas regina serenissima.
Oh, good my lord, no Latin. I am not such a truant since my coming as to not know the language that I have lived in. A strange tongue makes my cause more strange, suspicious. Pray, speak in English. Here are some will thank you if you speak truth, for their poor mistress' sake. Believe me, she has had much wrong, Lord Cardinal. The willingest sin I ever yet committed may be absolved in English.
Noble lady, I am sorry my integrity should breed and service to his majesty and you so deep suspicion where all faith was meant. We come not by the way of accusation to taint that honour every good tongue blesses, nor to betray you any way to sorrow. You have too much good, lady, but to know how you stand minded in the weighty difference between the king and you, and to deliver like free and honest men our just opinions and comforts to our cause. Campius.
Most honored madam, my lord of York, out of his noble nature, zeal, and obedience, he still bore your grace, forgetting like a good man your late censure, both of his truth and him, which was too far, offers as I do in a sign of peace, his service and his counsel.
Betray me. My lords, I thank you both for your good wills, yet speak like honest men. Pray God ye prove so. But how to make ye suddenly an answer in such a point of weight, so near mine honor, more near my life, I fear, with my weak wit, and to such men of gravity and learning, in truth I know not. I was set at work among my maids, full little, God knows, looking either for such men or such business. For her sake that I have been, for I feel the last fit of my greatness. Good your graces, let me have time and counsel for my cause. Alas, I am a woman, friendless, hopeless.
Madam, you wrong the king's love with these fears. Your hopes and friends are infinite.
In England, but little for my profit. Can you think, lords, that any Englishman dare give me counsel, or be a known friend gainst his highness' pleasure, though he be grown so desperate to be honest and live a subject? Nay, forsooth, my friends, they that must weigh out my afflictions, they that my trust must grow to, live not here. They are, as all my other comforts, far hence in my own country, lords.
I would your grace would leave your griefs and take my counsel.
How, sir?
Put your main cause into the king's protection. He's loving and most gracious. 'Twill be much both for your honor better and your cause. For if the trial of the law overtake you, you'll part away disgraced.
He tells you rightly.
Ye tell me what ye wish for both. My ruin. Is this your Christian counsel? Out upon ye. Heaven is above all yet. There sits a judge that no king can corrupt.
Your rage mistakes us.
The more shame for ye. Holy men, I thought ye, upon my soul, two reverend cardinal virtues. But cardinal sins and hollow hearts I fear ye. Mend 'em for shame, my lords. Is this your comfort? The cordial that ye bring a wretched lady? A woman lost among ye, laughed at, scorned? I will not wish ye half my miseries. I have more charity. But say, I warned ye, take heed, for heaven's sake. Take heed, lest at once the burthen of my sorrows fall upon ye.
Madam, this is a mere distraction. You turn the good we offer into envy.
Ye turn me into nothing. Woe upon ye, and all such false professors. Would you have me, if you have any justice, any pity, if ye be anything but churchman's habits, put my sick cause into his hands that hates me? Alas, has banished me his bed already, his love too long ago. I am old, my lords, and all the fellowship I hold now with him is only my obedience. What can happen to me above this wretchedness? All your studies make me a curse like this.
Your fears are worse.
Have I lived thus long? Let me speak for myself, since virtue finds no friends. A wife, a true one, a woman, I dare say without vainglory, never yet branded with suspicion? Have I with all my full affection still met the king, loved him next heaven, obeyed him, been out of fondness superstitious to him, almost forgot my prayers to content him? And am I thus rewarded? 'Tis not well, lords. Bring me a constant woman to her husband, one that ne'er dreamed a joy beyond his pleasure. And to that woman, when she has done most, yet I will add an honor, a great patience.
Madam, you wander from the good we aim at.
My lord, I dare not make myself so guilty to give up willingly that noble title your master wed me to. Nothing but death shall e'er divorce my dignities.
Pray hear me.
Would I had never trod this English earth, or felt the flatteries that grow upon it. Ye have angels' faces, but heaven knows your hearts. What will become of me now, wretched lady? I am the most unhappy woman living. Alas, poor wenches, where are now your fortunes, shipwrecked upon a kingdom where no pity, no friend, no hope, no kindred weep for me, almost no grave allowed me? Like the lily that once was mistress of the field and flourished, I'll hang my head and perish.
Jackie?
I thought it was the cardinal, sorry. If your grace...
Oh, sorry, it is me. You're right. My apologies.
Yeah.
If your grace could but be brought to know our ends are honest, you'd feel more comfort. Why should we, good lady, upon what cause wrong you? Alas, our places, the way of our profession is against it. We are to cure such sorrows, not to sow 'em. For goodness sake, consider what you do, how you may hurt yourself, aye, utterly grow from the king's acquaintance. By this carriage the hearts of princes kiss obedience, so much they love it. But to stubborn spirits they swell and grow as terrible as storms. I know you have a gentle, noble temper, a soul as even as a calm. Pray think us, those we profess, peacemakers, friends, and service.
Madam, you'll find it so. You wrong your virtues with these weak women's fears. A noble spirit as yours was put into you, ever cast such doubts as false coin from it. The king loves you. Beware you lose it not. For us, if you please, to trust us in your business, we are ready to use our utmost studies in your service.
Do what ye will, my lords. Pray forgive me if I have used myself unmannerly. You know I am a woman, lacking wit, to make a seemly answer to such persons. I do my service to his majesty. He has my heart yet, and shall have my prayers while I shall have my life. Come, reverend fathers, bestow your counsels on me. She now begs that little thought, when she set footing here, she should have bought her dignities so dear.
And they exit. Act 3, Scene 2. Enter the Duke of Norfolk, the Duke of Suffolk, Lord Surrey, and Lord Chamberlain. Norfolk. Ken? Ken?
Yes, I'm here. Okay, sorry.
Page 83 at the top.
Yes, if you will now unite in your complaints and force them with a constancy, the cardinal cannot stand under them. If you omit the offer of this time, I cannot promise but that you shall sustain more new disgraces. With these you bear already.
I am joyful to meet the least occasion that may give me remembrance of my father-in-law, the Duke, to be revenged on him.
Which of the peers have uncondemned gone by him, or at least strangely neglected? When did he regard the stamp of nobleness in any person out of himself?
My lords, you speak your pleasures. What he deserves of you and me, I know. What we can do to him, though now the time gives way to us, I much fear. If you cannot bar his access to the king, never attempt anything on him, for he hath a witchcraft over the king's tongue. Oh, fear him not, his spell in that is out. The king hath found matter against him that for ever mars the honey of his language. No, he's settled not to come off in his displeasure.
I should be glad to hear such news as this once every hour.
Believe it, this is true. In the divorce, his contrary proceedings are all unfolded, wherein he appears as I would wish mine enemy.
How
How
came his
came his practices to light?
most strangely?
Oh, how?
The cardinal's letters to the Pope miscarried and came to the eye of the king, wherein was read how that the cardinal did entreat his holiness to stay the judgment of the divorce. For if it did take place, I do, quoth he, perceive my king is tangled in affection to a creature of the queen's, Lady Anne Boleyn.
Has the king this?
Believe it.
Will this work?
The king in this perceives him, how he coasts and hedges his own way. But in this point all his tricks founder, and he brings his physic after his patient's death. The king already hath married the fair lady.
Sure, would he had.
May be happy in your wish, my lord, for I profess you have it.
Now all my joy trace the conjunction.
My amen to it.
All men's.
There's order given for her coronation. Married this is yet but young, and may be left to some ears unrecounted. But my lord, she is a gallant creature, and complete in mind and feature. I persuade me from her will fall some blessing to this land, which shall in it be memorized.
But will the king digest this letter of the cardinal's? The Lord forbid.
Marry, amen.
Oh, no, there be more wasps that buzz about his nose will make this sting the sooner. Cardinal Campineus is stolen away to Rome, has taken no leave. He's left the cause of the king unhandled, and is posted as the agent of our cardinal to second all his plot. I do assure you the king cried ha at this.
Now God incense him, and let him cry ha louder. But, my lord, when returns Cranmer?
He has returned in his opinions, which have satisfied the king for his divorce, together with all famous colleges, almost in Christendom. Shortly, I believe, his second marriage shall be published, and his coronation. Catherine no more shall be called queen, but Princess Dowager, and widow to Prince Arthur.
This same Cranmer's a worthy fellow, and hath ta'en much pain in the king's business.
And we shall see him for it, an archbishop.
So I hear.
'Tis so.
Enter Wolsey and Cromwell.
The cardinal.
Observe, observe, he's moody.
The packet Cromwell gave to the king.
To his own hand in his bedchamber.
Looked he o' the inside of the paper?
Presently he did unseal them, and the first he viewed, he did it with a serious mind. He was in his countenance. You he bade attend him here this morning.
Is he ready to come aboard?
I think by this he is.
Leave me a while. Cromwell exits. It shall be to the Duchess of Alençon, the French king's sister. He shall marry her. Anne Boleyn? No, I'll know Anne Boleyn's for him. There's more in it than fair visage. Bullen? No, we'll know Bullen's. Speedily, I wish to hear from Rome. The Marchioness of Pembroke?
He's discontented.
Maybe he hears the king does whet his anger to him.
Sharp enough, Lord, for thy justice. The late queen's gentlewoman, a king's daughter, a knight's daughter, to be her mistress, the queen's queen. This candle burns not clear. 'Tis I must snuff it, then out it goes. What though I know her virtuous and well deserving, yet I know her for a spleeny Lutheran, and not wholesome to our cause, that she should lie i' the bosom of our hard-ruled king. Again, there is sprung up an heretic, an arch one, Cranmer. One hath crawled into the favour of the king, and is his oracle.
He is vexed at something.
Enter the king, reading a schedule. I would 'twere something thou would fret the string, the master chord on's heart.
The king.
What piles of wealth hath he accumulated into his own portion, and what expense by the hour seems to flow from him? How, i' the name of thrift, does he rake this together? Now, my lords, saw you the cardinal?
My lord, we have stood here observing him. Some strange commotion is in his brain. He bites his lip and stops on a sudden, looks upon the ground, then lays his finger on his temple. Straight springs out into fast gait, then stops again, strikes his breast hard, and anon he casts his eye against the moon. In most strange postures we have seen him set himself.
It may well be. There is a mutiny in his mind. This morning, papers of state he sent to me to peruse as I required, and wot you what I found there on my conscience put unwittingly? Forsooth, an inventory thus importing the several parcels of his plate, his treasure, rich stuffs and ornaments of household, which I find at such proud rate that it outspeaks possession of a subject.
It's heaven's will. Some spirit put this paper in the packet to bless your eye withal.
If we did think his contemplation were above the earth and fixed on spiritual object, he should still dwell in his musings, but I am afraid his thinkings are below the moon, not worth his serious considering.
The king takes his seat, whispers to Lovell, who goes to the cardinal. Heaven forgive me, every God bless your highness.
Good my lord, you are full of heavenly stuff, and bear the inventory of your best graces in your mind, the which you were now running o'er. You have scarce time to steal from spiritual leisure a brief span to keep your earthly audit. Sure, in that I deem you an ill husband, and am glad to have you therein my companion.
Sir, for holy offices I have a time to think upon the part of business which I bear the state, and nature does require her times of preservation, which perforce I, her frail son, amongst my brethren mortal, must give my tendance to.
You have said well.
And ever may your highness yoke together, as I will lend you cause, my doing well with my well saying.
'Tis well said again, and 'tis a kind of good deed to say well. And yet words are no deeds. My father loved you, he said he did, and with his deed did crown his word upon you. Since I had my office, I have kept you next my heart, have not alone employed you where high profits might come home, but parted my present havings to bestow my bounties upon you.
What should this mean?
The
The
Lord,
Lord increase this business.
Have I not made you the prime man of the state? I pray you, tell me if what I now pronounce you have found true, and if you may confess it, say withal, if you are bound to us or no. What say you?
My sovereign, I confess your royal graces showered on me daily have been more than could my studied purposes requite, which went beyond all man's endeavours. My endeavours have ever come too short of my desires, yet filled with my abilities. Mine own ends have been mine, so that evermore they pointed to the good of your most sacred person and the profit of the state. For your great graces heaped upon me, poor undeserver, I can nothing render but a legion thanks. My prayers to heaven for you, my loyalty, which ever has and ever shall be growing till death, that winter kill it.
Fairly answered. A loyal and obedient subject is therein illustrated. The honour of it does pay the act of it, as i' the contrary the foulness is the punishment. I presume that as my hand has opened bounty to you, my heart dropped love, my power rained honour, more on you than any, and so your hand and heart, your brain, and every function of your power should, notwithstanding that your bond of duty, as 'twere in love's particular, be more to me, your friend, than any.
I do profess that for your highness good I ever laboured more than mine own, that am, have, and will be, though all the world should crack their duty to you and throw it from their soul, though perils did abound, as thick as thought could make 'em, and appear in forms most more horrid. Yet my duty as doth a rock against the chiding flood, should the approach of this wild river break, and stand unshaken yours.
'Tis nobly spoken. Take notice, lords, he has a loyal breast, for you have seen him open it. Read o'er this, and after this, and then to breakfast with what appetite you have.
Like this came hanging upon the cardinal, the nobles throng after him, smiling and whispering. What should this mean? What sudden anger's this? How have I reaped it? He parted frowning from me, as if ruin leaped from his eyes. So looks the chafed lion upon the daring huntsman that has galled him, then makes him nothing. Oh, I must read this paper. I fear the story of his anger. Oh, 'tis so. This paper has undone me. 'Tis the account of all the world of wealth I have drawn together for mine own ends, indeed, to gain the popedom and fee my friends in Rome. Oh, negligence, fit for a fool to fall by! What cross devil made me put this main secret in the packet I sent the king? Is there no way to cure this? No new device to beat this from his brains? I know 'twill stir him strongly, yet I know a way, if it take right in spite of fortune, will bring me off again. What's this? To the Pope? The letter, as I live, with all the business I writ to his holiness. Nay then, farewell. I have touched the highest point of all my greatness, and from that full meridian of my glory I haste now to my setting. I shall fall like a bright exhalation in the evening, and no man see me more. Enter to Wolsey the Dukes of Norfolk and Suffolk, the Earl of Surrey, and the Lord Chamberlain.
Hear the king's pleasure, Cardinal, who commands you to render up the Great Seal presently into our hands, and to confine yourself to Asher House, my Lord of Winchester's, till you hear further from his Highness.
Stay. Where's your commission, lords? Word cannot carry authorities so weighty.
Who dare cross them, bearing the king's will from his mouth expressively?
Till I find more than will or words to do it, I mean your malice. No, officious lords, I dare and must deny it. Now I feel of what coarse metal ye are moulded. Envy. How eagerly you follow my disgraces, as if it fed ye, and how sleek and wanton ye appear in everything may bring my ruin. Follow your envious courses, men of malice. You have Christian warrant for them, and no doubt time will find their fit rewards. That seal you ask with such a violence, the king, mine and your master, with his own hand gave me, bade me enjoy it with the place and honours during my life, and to confirm his goodness, tied it by letters patents. Now who'll take it? The king that gave it. It must be himself then. Thou art a proud traitor priest. Proud lord, thou liest. Within these 40 hours, Surrey dost better have burnt that tongue than said so. Thy ambition, thou scarlet sin, robbed this bewailing land of noble Buckingham, my father-in-law, the heads of all thy brother cardinals, with thee and all thy best parts bound together, weighed not a hair of his. Plague of your police! You sent me deputy for Ireland, far from his succour, from the king, from all that might have mercy in the fault thou gavest him, whilst your great goodness out of holy pity absolved him with an axe. This and all else this taking lord can lay upon my credit, I answer, is most fault. The Duke by law found his deserts. How innocent I was from any private malice in his end. His noble jury and foul cause can witness if I loved many words. Lord, I should tell you, you have as little honesty as honour, that in the way of loyalty and truth towards the king, my ever royal master, dare mate a sounder man than Surrey can be, and all that love his follies. Jackie, can you do Surrey for the
All
moment?
goodness is poison to thy stomach.
No, by my soul.
What?
Top of 98.
Oh, top of 90. Oh, by my soul, your long coat, priest, protects you. Thou shouldst feel my sword in the lifeblood of the else. My lords, can you endure to hear this arrogance and from this fellow? If we live thus tamely to be thus jaded by a piece of scarlet, farewell nobility. Let his grace go forward and dare us with his cap like larks.
All goodness is poison to thy stomach.
Yes, that goodness of gleaning all the land's wealth into one into your own hands, Cardinal, by extortion. The goodness of your intercepted packets you writ to the Pope against the king. Your goodness, since you provoke me, shall be most notorious, my lord of Norfolk, as you are truly noble, as you respect the common good, the state of our despised nobility, our issues, whom if we live will scarce be gentlemen, produce the ground some of his sins, the articles collected from his life. It'll startle you worse than this sacred bell when the brown wench lay kissing in your arms, Lord Cardinal.
How much methinks I could despise this man, but that I am bound in charity against it.
Those articles, my lord, are in the king's hand, but thus much they are foul ones.
So much fairer and spotless shall mine innocence arise when the king knows my truth.
This cannot save you. I thank my memory. I yet remember some of these articles, and out they shall. Now, if you can blush and cry guilty, Cardinal, you'll show a little honesty.
Speak on, sir. I dare your worst objections. If I blush, it is to see a nobleman want manners.
I had rather want those than my head. Haven't you? First, that without the king's assent or knowledge, you ought to be a legate, by which power you maim the jurisdiction of all bishops.
Then that in all you writ to Rome or else to foreign princes, ego and rex meos was still inscribed, in which you brought the king to be your servant.
Then that without the knowledge either of king or council, when you went ambassador to the emperor, you made bold to carry into Flanders the great seal.
I'll take back Surrey. Item, you sent a large commission to Gregory de Casado to conclude without the king's will or the state's allowance a league between his highness and Ferrara.
That out of mere ambition you have caused your holy hat to be stamped on the king's coin.
Then that you have sent innumerable substance, by what means got I leave to your own conscience, to furnish Rome and to prepare your ways you had for dignities, to the mere undoing of all the kingdom. Many more there are, which since they are of you and odious, I will not taint my mouth with.
O my lord, press not a falling man too far. 'Tis virtue, his faults lie open to the laws. Let them not you correct him. My heart weeps to see him so little of his great self.
I forgive him.
Lord Cardinal, the king's further pleasure is, because all those things you have done of late by your power legated within this kingdom fall into the compass of a primineur, that therefore such a writ be sued against you to forfeit all your goods, lands, tenements, castles, and whatsoever, and to be out of the king's protection. This is my charge.
And so we'll leave you to your meditations how to live better. For your stubborn answer about the giving back the great seal to us, the king shall know it, and no doubt shall thank you. So fare you well, my little good Lord Cardinal.
And they all exit, leaving only Wolsey. So farewell to the little good you bear me. Farewell, a long farewell to all my greatness. This is the state of man. Today he puts forth the tender leaves of hope, tomorrow blossoms and bears his blushing honours thick upon him. The third day comes a frost, a killing frost, and when he thinks, good easy man, fall surely his greatness is a ripening, nips his root, and then he falls as I do. I have ventured like little wanton boys that swim on bladders this many summers in a sea of glory. But far beyond my depth, my high-blown pride at length broke under me, and now has left me weary and old with service, to the mercy of rude stream that must forever hide me. Vain pomp and glory of this world, I hate ye. I feel my heart new opened. Oh, how wretched is that poor man that hangs on princes' favours. There is betwixt that smile we would aspire to, that sweet aspect of princes and their ruin, more pangs and fears than wars or women have. And when he falls like Lucifer, never to hope again. Enter Cromwell, standing amazed. Garrett, you want to do Cromwell?
I
Page
have no
102.
power to. I have no power to speak, sir.
What, amazed at my misfortunes? Can thy spirit wonder a great man should decline? Nay, and you weep I am fallen indeed.
How does your grace?
Why, well, never so truly happy, my good Cromwell. I know myself now, and I feel within me a peace above all earthly dignities, a still and quiet conscience. The King has cured me. I humbly thank his grace. And from these shoulders, these ruined pillars, out of pity, taken a load would sink a navy. Oh, too much honour. Oh, 'tis a burden, Cromwell, 'tis a burden too heavy for a man that hopes for heaven.
I'm glad your grace has made that right use of it.
I hope I have. I am able now, methinks, out of a fortitude of soul I feel, to endure more miseries, and greater far than my weak-hearted enemies dare offer. But what news abroad?
The heaviest and the worst is your displeasure with the king.
Oh, God bless him.
The next is that Sir Thomas More is chosen Lord Chancellor in your place.
That's somewhat sudden. Oh, but he's a learned man. May he continue long in his highness' favour and do justice for truth's sake and his conscience, that his bones, when he has run his course and sleeps in blessings, may have a tomb of orphans' tears wept on him. What more?
That Cranmer is returned with welcome, installed Lord Archbishop of Canterbury.
Well, that's news indeed.
Last, that the Lady Anne, whom the king hath in secrecy long married, this day was viewed in open as his queen, going to chapel, and the voice is now only about her coronation.
There was the weight that pulled me down. Oh, Cromwell, the king has gone beyond me. All my glory is in that one woman I have lost forever. No son shall ever usher forth mine honours, or gild again the noble troops that waited upon my smiles. Go get thee from me, Cromwell. I am a poor fallen man, unworthy now to be thy lord and master. Seek this king, that sun, I pray, may never set. I have told him what and how true thou art. He will advance thee. Some little memory of me will stir him. I know his noble nature, not to let thy hopeful service perish too. Good Cromwell, neglect him not. Make use now and provide for thine own future safety.
Oh, my lord, must I then leave you? Must I needs forego so good, so noble, and so true a master? Bear witness, all that have not hearts of iron, with what sorrow, where sorrow Cromwell leaves his lord. The king shall have my service, but my prayers forever and forever shall be yours.
Cromwell, I did not think to shed a tear in all my miseries, but thou hast forced me, out of thy honest truth, to play the woman. Let's dry our eyes, and thus far hear me, Cromwell. And when I am forgotten, as I shall be, and sleep in dull cold marble, where no mention of me more must be heard, of say I taught thee. Say, Wolsey, that once trod the ways of glory, and sounded all the depths and shoals of honour, found thee a way out of his rack to rise in, a sure and safe one, though thy master missed it. Mark but my fall, and that ruined me, Cromwell, I charge thee, fling away ambition. By that sin fell the angels. How can man then, in the image of his Maker, hope to win by it? Love thyself last. Cherish those hearts that hate thee. Corruption wins not more than honesty. Still in thy right hand carry gentle peace to silence envious tongues. Be just and fear not. Let all the ends thou aim'st at be thy countries, thy gods, and truths. Then if thou fall'st, O Cromwell, thou fall'st a blessed martyr to serve the king. And prithee lead me in there, take an inventory of all I have to the last penny. 'Tis the king's. My robe and my integrity to heaven is all I dare now call mine own. Oh, Cromwell, Cromwell, had I but served my God with half the zeal I served my king, he would not in mine age have left me naked to mine enemies.
Good sir, have patience.
So I have. Farewell. The hopes of court, my hopes in heaven do dwell. And the exit. Do we need a 5-minute break here?
Yeah, that would be great.
Everybody okay with that?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
so
please.
it's 20 minutes past whatever the hour is. Remember, I'm about 5 hours different.
Yeah.
We'll come back at 25 past. Thanks, everybody.
Okay.
And we'll start with Act 4, Scene 1, and then run through to the end.
Great job, everybody. I'm enjoying listening to this. Thank you very much. So yeah.
Marvelous what you can do with 7 people, Paul.
Yes, it is. And I mean, with all of these characters, there are just so many people in this one.
They keep coming in. Every time you think you've got it under control, another 2 come in.
Yes, indeed.
Didn't know about Lovell. Is there anybody else I missed? Lovell and Brandon. Is there anybody else I'm supposed to be doing?
You're only down for Brandon and Queen Catherine, which means you're wide open and I will dump things on you whenever I can.
Or I've had about 5 lines. I'd like to do something more, please.
Okay, right you are.
5 lines.
Well, I've offered you various things, but you never responded, so I had to give it to someone else.
Oh, I didn't notice.
Because I've been dumping stuff on whoever's alive and following, and a number of times I shoved something at you, but you never responded, so I had to pass it on. But I will keep my eye open, and you will do.
Sure.
Who are the 2 gentlemen? Now that's Ken and...
Yes. And I think Kitty.
Okay, well, I never got it. I don't get assigned things, so I'll do whatever.
Well, you're gentleman 2. It's on the cast list.
Well, I didn't get it.
Well, it's on the notice that Paul sent out thanking us for joining, where he attached the script. At the end of that is the preliminary casting that he'd done.
Well,
You're Anne Boleyn, Crier, Gentleman 2, Sir Nicholas Vole.
I only got Anne Boleyn.
Well, you need to read the emails, Kitty.
Well, I do read the emails. That's where I got Anne Boleyn from. I didn't make that up.
No, but when Paul always sends out 2 emails just before the reading. One is the Zoom link, and the other one is a thank you for doing this, where he attaches the script, and at the end of it, there's a cast listing.
Okay, Angus.
But you're going to do more. I will make sure I get you some more stuff. Just keep monitoring it. So when we open with Act 4, Scene 1, there are 2 gentlemen. So you're gentleman 2, Ken is gentleman 1.
Okay.
And then we have the order of the coronation, which is totally crazy. But we'll get through it somehow. Okie dokie. Oh, we've got a 3rd gentleman. And we don't have a 3rd gentleman cast. Yes. Okay, how are we doing? 25. So we should be about coming back. Is everybody around?
Yes.
Right. We're going to
Hello.
start with Act 4. Hi there.
I'm
We're going
back.
to we're going to start with Act 4, Scene 1. Ken is Gentleman 1. Kitty is Gentleman 2. And we need a Gentleman 3.
I'll be
Um,
gentleman
Garrett?
3.
No,
Oh,
you've done enough. You've
All right.
already taken so many. Garrett, do you want to do Gentleman 3? She's not back yet.
Hmm.
Give it a minute.
If you like, I can do Gentleman 3. The
Oh,
King's got
okay. You
the
do
King's got
Gentleman
note
3.
to do until Act 5.
That's right. That's good. So you pick up Gentleman 3 for Act 4, Scene 1.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. Suppose I read the whole of how the coronation is set up. Oh, God. Huge quantities of nonsense. Right. Are we all back in place? Good. Keep your eye on the script because I will be randomly assigning parts, and Kitty wants some more things to do, so I shall be throwing some things at her and Garrett.
And Jackie likes more too.
Yeah, but you've already done about 4 or 5 things. And I will certainly chuck some.
Unbeknownst to me, right?
I know.
Right.
All right. Are we all set? And
Yes.
we're back. Act 4, Scene 1. On page 107, enter 2 gentlemen, numbers 1 and 2, meeting one another.
You're well met once again.
So are you.
You come to take your stand here and behold the Lady Anne pass from her coronation.
'Tis all my business. At our last encounter, the Duke of Buckingham came from his trial.
'Tis very true, but that time offered sorrow, this general joy.
'Tis well. The citizens, I am sure, have shown at full their royal minds, and let them have their rights. They are ever forward in celebration of this day with shows, pageants, and sights of honor.
Never greater, nor I'll assure you better taken, sir.
May I be bold to ask what that contains, that paper in your hand?
Yes, 'tis the list of those that claim their offices this day, by custom of the coronation. The Duke of Suffolk is the first and claims to be High Steward. Next, the Duke of Norfolk, he to be Earl Marshal. You may read the rest.
I thank you, sir. Had I not known those customs, I should have been beholding to your paper. But I beseech you, what's become of Catherine, the Princess Dowager? How goes her business?
That I can tell you too. The Archbishop of Canterbury, accompanied with other learned and reverend fathers of his order, held a late court at Dunstable, 6 miles off from Ampthill, where the princess lay, to which she was often cited by them, but appeared not. And to be short, for not appearance and the king's late scruple, by the main assent of all these learned men, he was divorced, and the late marriage made of none effect, since when she was removed to Kimmalton, where she remains now sick.
Alas, good lady. The trumpets sound. Stand close. The queen is coming.
The order of the coronation. A
The order of
lively
the coronation, a lively flourish of trumpets. Then 2 judges. The Lord Chancellor with a purse and mace before him. Choristers singing. Music. The Mayor of London bearing the mace. Then Garter in his coat of arms, and on his head he wore a gilt copper crown. Marquis Dorset bearing a sceptre of gold, on his head a demi-coronal of gold. With him the Earl of Surrey bearing the rod of silver with the dove, crowned with an earl's coronet, collars of S's. 7. The Duke of Suffolk in his robe of estate, his coronet on his head, bearing a long white wand as high steward. With him the Duke of Norfolk, with the rod of marshalship, a coronet on his head, collars of S's. Number 8. A canopy borne by 4 of the Cinque-Ports, under it the Queen in her robe, in her hair richly adorned with pearl and crowned. On each side her the bishops of London and Winchester. 9. The old Duchess of Norfolk in a coronal of gold wrought with flowers, bearing the Queen's train. Number 10. Certain ladies or countesses with plain circlets of gold without flowers. They exit, first passing over the stage in order and state, and then a great flourish of trumpets. Gentleman 2.
Kitty,
Okay. I never was given these. A royal train, believe me. These I know. Who's that bears the sceptre?
Marquis Dorset, and not the Earl of Surrey with the rod.
A bold, brave gentleman. That should be the Duke of Suffolk.
It is the same, High Steward.
And that, my Lord of Norfolk?
Yes,
Heaven bless thee. Thou hast the sweetest face I ever looked on. Sir, as I have a soul, she is an angel. Our king has all the Indies in his arms, and more and richer reigns that lady. I cannot blame his conscience.
they that bear the cloth of honor over her are 4 barons of the Cinque-Ports.
Those men are happy, and so are all are near her. I take it she that carries up the train is that old noble lady, Duchess of Norfolk.
It is, and all the rest are countesses.
Their coronets say so. These are stars indeed, and sometimes falling ones.
No more of that.
Enter a 3rd gentleman.
God save you, sir. Where have you been broiling?
Among the crowd of the abbey, where a finger could not be wedged in more. I am stifled with the mere rankness of their joy.
You saw the ceremony?
That I did.
How was it?
Oh, well worth the seeing.
Good sir, speak it to us.
Oh, as well as I am able. The rich stream of lords and ladies, having brought the Queen to a prepared place in the choir, fell off a distance from her, while her Grace sat down to rest awhile, some half an hour or so, in a rich chair of state, opposing freely the beauty of her person to the people. Believe me, sir, she is the goodliest woman that ever lay by man. Which, when the people had the full view of, such a noise arose as the shrouds make at sea in a stiff tempest, as loud and to as many tunes. Hats, cloaks, doublets, I think, flew up, and had their faces been loose, this day they had been lost. Such joy I never saw before. Great-bellied woman that had not half a week to go, like rams in the old time of war, would shake the press and make 'em reel before 'em. No man living could say, "This is my wife." There all were woven so strangely in one piece.
But what followed?
At length her Grace rose, and with modest paces came to the altar, where she kneeled, and saint-like cast her fair eyes to heaven and prayed devoutly, then rose again and bowed her to the people. When by the Archbishop of Canterbury she had all the royal makings of a queen, as holy oil, Edward Confessor's crown, the rod and bird of peace, and all such emblems laid nobly on her, which performed the choir with all the choicest music of the kingdom together sang Te Deum. So she parted, and with the same full state paced back again to York Place, where the feast is held.
Sir, you must no more call it York Place. That's past. For since the cardinal fell, that title's lost. 'Tis now
You,
the king, and
that's
called.
10. You're
Oh,
2.
yes.
Oh, he didn't
Where,
come in, so I jumped in.
sir, is that where we are?
Yep.
Sir, you must no more call it York Place. That's past. For since the cardinal fell, that title's lost. 'Tis now the king's and called Whitehall.
Oh, I know it, but 'tis so lately altered that the old name is fresh about me.
What two reverend bishops were those that went on each side of the queen?
Stokesley and Gardiner, the one of Winchester, newly preferred from the king's secretary, the other London.
He of Winchester is held no great good lover of the archbishops, the virtuous Cranmer.
Ah, all the land knows that. However, yet there's no great breach. When it comes, Cranmer will find a friend will not shrink from him.
Who may that be, I pray you?
Thomas Cromwell, a man in much esteem with the king, and truly a worthy friend. The king hath made him master of the jewel house, and one already of the privy council.
Oh, he will deserve more.
Oh, yes, without all doubt. Come, gentlemen, ye shall go my way, which is to the court, and there ye shall be my guests, something I can command. As I walk thither, I'll tell you more.
You may command us, sir.
And the exit. Act 4, Scene 2. Enter Catherine, the dowager, sick, leading between Griffith and her gentleman usher, and Patience, her woman.
How
Patience
does
is
your
10.
grace?
Oh, Griffith, sick to death. My legs, like loaden branches, bow to the earth, willing to leave their burthen. Reach a chair. So, now, methinks, I feel a little ease. Didst thou not tell me, Griffith, that thou ledst me, that the great child of honor, Cardinal Wolsey, was dead?
Yes, madam, but I think your grace out of the pain you suffered gave no ear to it.
Prithee, good Griffith, tell me how he died. If well, he stepped before me, happily for my example.
Well, the voice goes, madam, for after the stout Earl Northumberland arrested him at York, and brought him forward as a man sorely tainted to his answer, he fell sick suddenly, and grew so ill he could not sit his mule.
Alas, poor man.
At last, with easy roads, he came to Leicester, lodged in the abbey where the reverend abbot with all his covens honourably received him, to whom he gave these words: O Father Abbot, an old man broken with the storms of state is come to lay his weary bones among ye. Give him a little earth for charity. So went to bed, where eagerly his sickness pursued him still. And 3 nights after this, about the hour of 8, which he himself foretold should be his last, full of repentance, continual meditations, tears, and sorrows, he gave his honours to the world again, his blessed part to heaven, and slept in peace.
So may he rest. His faults lie gently on him. Yet, thus far, Griffith, give me leave to speak to him, and yet with charity. He was a man of unbounded stomach, ever ranking himself with princes, one that by suggestion Tide all the kingdom, simony was fair play. His own opinion was his law. In the presence he would say untruths, and be ever double both in his words and meaning. He was never but where he meant to ruin, pitiful. His promises were, as he then was, mighty, but his performance, as he is now, nothing. Of his own body he was ill, and gave the clergy an example.
Noble madam, men's evil manners live in brass, their virtues we write in water. May it please your highness to hear me speak his good now.
Yes, good Griffith, I were malicious else.
This cardinal, though from an humble stock, undoubtedly was fashioned to much honour. From his cradle he was a scholar, and a ripe and good one, exceeding wise, fair spoken and persuading, lofty and sour to them that loved him not, but to those men that sought him, sweet as summer. And though he were unsatisfied in getting, which was a sin, yet in bestowing, madam, he was most princely. Ever witness for him those twins of learning that he raised in you, Ipswich and Oxford, one of which fell with him, unwilling to outlive the good that did it. The other, though unfinished, yet so famous, so excellent in art, and still so rising, that Christendom shall ever speak his virtue. His overthrow heaped happiness upon him, for then, and not till then, he felt himself, and found the blessedness of being little, and to add greater honours to his age than men could give him, he died fearing God.
After my death, I wish no other herald, no other speaker of my living actions to keep mine honor from corruption, but such an honest chronicler as Griffith, whom I most hated living. Thou hast made me, with thy religious truth and modesty, now in his ashes honor. Peace be with him. Patience, be near me still, and set me lower. I have not long to trouble thee. Good Griffith, cause the musicians play me that sad note I named my knell, whilst I sit meditating on that celestial harmony I go to.
Sad and solemn music was played.
She is asleep. Good wench, let's sit down quiet, for fear we wake her. Softly, gentle patience.
And now the vision. Enter solemnly, tripping after one after another, 6 personages clad in white robes, wearing on their heads garlands of bay and golden vizards on their faces, branches of bay or palm in their hands. They first conjure unto her, then dance, and at certain changes, the first 2 hold a spare garland over her head, at which the other 4 make reverent curtsies. Then the 2 that held the garland divert some to the other 2 who observe the same ordering in their changes, and holding the garland over her head, which done, they deliver the same garland to the last 2, who likewise observe the same order, at which, as it were by inspiration, she makes in her sleep signs of rejoicing, and holdeth up her hands to heaven, and so in their dancing vanish, carrying the garlands with them. The music continues.
Spirits of peace, where are ye? Are ye all gone, and leave me here in wretchedness behind ye?
Madam, we are here.
It is not you I call for. Saw ye none enter since I slept?
None, madam.
No? Saw you not even now a blessed troop invite me to a banquet, whose bright faces cast 1,000 beams upon me like the sun? They promised me eternal happiness, and brought me garlands, Griffith, which I feel I am not worthy yet to wear. I shall, assuredly.
I am most joyful, madam, such good dreams possess your fancy.
Did the music leave? They are harsh and heavy to me.
The music ends.
Do you note how much her grace is altered on the sudden? How long her face is drawn, how pale she looks, and of an earthly cold. Mark her eyes, she is going whence. Pray, pray, heaven comfort her.
Enter a messenger. And like your grace.
You are a saucy fellow. Do we deserve no more reverence?
You are to blame, knowing she will not lose her wonted greatness to use so rude behavior. Go to, kneel.
I humbly do entreat your highness pardon. My haste has made me unmannerly. There is staying a gentleman sent from the king to see you.
Admit him entrance, Griffith. But this fellow let me ne'er see again.
Enter Lord Capuchius.
If my sight fail not, you should be my lord ambassador from the emperor, my royal nephew, and your name Capuchus.
Madame, the same, your servant.
Oh, my lord, the times and titles now are altered strangely with me since first you knew me. But I pray you, what is your pleasure with me?
Noble lady, first mine own service to your grace, the next the king's request that I would visit you, who grieves much for your weakness, and by me send you his princely commendations, and heartily entreats you take good comfort.
Oh, my good lord, that comfort comes too late. 'Tis like a pardon after execution. That gentle physic, given in time, had cured me. But now I am past any comforts here but prayers. How does his highness?
Madam, in good health.
So may he ever do, and ever flourish, when I shall dwell with worms and my poor name banished the kingdom. Patience, is that letter I caused you write yet sent away?
No, madam.
Sir, I most humbly pray you deliver this to my lord the king,
Most willing, madam.
in which I have commended to his goodness the model of our chaste loves, his young daughter. The dews of heaven fall thick in blessings on her, beseeching him to give her virtuous breeding. She is young, and of a noble, modest nature. I hope she will deserve well, and a little to love her father for her mother's sake, that loved him, heaven knows how dearly. My next poor petition is, that his noble grace would have some pity upon my wretched women, that so long have followed both my fortunes faithfully, of which there is not one now I dare avow, and now I should not lie, but will deserve for virtue and true beauty of the soul, for honesty and decent carriage, a right good husband. Let him be a noble, and sure that those men are happy that shall have him. That is, the last is for my men. They are the poorest, but poverty could never draw 'em from me, that they may have their wages duly paid up, and something over to remember me by. If heaven had pleased to have given me longer life and able means, we had not parted thus. These are the whole contents. And, good my lord, by that you love the dearest in this world, as you wish Christian peace to souls departed, stand these poor people's friend, and urge the king to do me this last right.
By heaven I will, or let me lose the fashion of a man.
Thank you, honest lord. Remember me in all humility unto his kindness. Say his long trouble now is passing out of this world. Tell him in death I blessed him, for so I will. Mine eyes grow dim. Farewell, my lord. Griffith, farewell. Nay, Patience, you must not leave me yet. I must to bed. Call in more women. When I am dead, good wench, let me be used with honor. Strew me over with maiden flowers, that all the world may know I was a chaste wife to my grave. Embalm me, then lay me forth, although unqueened. Yet like a queen and a daughter to a king, inter me. I can no more.
And the exit, leading Catherine off. Act 5, Scene 1. Enter Garden, Bishop of Winchester, and that's you, Kitty. A page with a torch before him, met by Sir Thomas Lovell. Is that you, Jackie?
Okay.
Are you doing Lovell?
Yes, I do.
Right.
I'm Winchester.
What, Kitty?
I'm playing Gardner, Bishop of Winchester.
That's on your casting.
Oh, yeah, I didn't get any of this, unfortunately.
Well, I'll talk about this at the end because we have to sort this out. So, Act 5, Scene 1. Enter Gardner, Bishop of Winchester, a page with a torch before him, met by Sir Thomas Lovell.
It's 1 o'clock, boy, is it not?
It hath struck.
These should be hours for necessities, not for delights. Times to repair our nature with comforting repose, and not for us to waste these times. Good hour of night, Sir Thomas. Whether so late?
Come you from the king, my lord?
I did, Sir Thomas, and left him at Primero with the Duke of Suffolk.
I must to him too, before we go to bed. I'll take my leave.
Not yet, Sir Thomas Lovell. What's the matter? It seems you are in haste, and if there be no great offense belongs to it, give your friend some touch of your late business. Affairs that walk, as they say spirits do, at midnight, have in them a wilder nature than the business that seeks dispatch by day.
My lord, I love you, and durst commend a secret to your ear, much weightier than this work. The queen in labour, they say in great extremity, and feared she'll with the labour end.
The fruit she goes with, I pray for heartily, that it may find good time and live. But for the stock, Sir Thomas, I wish it grubbed up now.
Methinks I could cry the amen, and yet my conscience says she's a good creature, and sweet lady does deserve our better wishes.
But sir, hear me, Sir Thomas. You are a gentleman of mine own way. I know you wise, religious, and let me tell you, it will ne'er be well. 'Twill not Sir Thomas Lovell take of me till Cranmer, Cromwell, her two hands, and she sleep in their graves.
Now, sir, you speak of two the most remarked in the kingdom. As for Cromwell, besides that of the Jewel House, is made master of the rolls, and the king's secretary. Further, sir, stands in the gap and trade of more preferments with which the line will load him. The archbishop is the king's hand and tongue, and who dare speak one syllable against him?
Yes, Sir Thomas. There are that dare, and I myself have ventured to speak my mind of him. And indeed, this day, sir, I may tell it you, I think I have incensed the lords of the council that he is, for so I know he is, they know he is, a most arch heretic, a pestilence that does infect the land, with which they moved have broken with the king, who hath so far given ear to our complaint of his great grace and princely care, foreseeing those fell mischiefs our reasons laid before him, hath commanded tomorrow morning to the council board he be convented. He's a rank weed, Sir Thomas, and we must root him out. From your affairs, I hinder you too long. Good night, Sir Thomas.
Many good nights, my lord. I rest your servant. Enter
Charles,
and Suffolk.
Charles, I will play no more tonight. My mind's not on't. You are too hard for me.
Sir, I did never win of you before.
But little, Charles, nor shall not when my fancy's on my play. Now, Lovell, from the Queen, what is the news?
I could not personally deliver to her what you commanded me, but by her woman I sent your message. who returned her thanks in the greatest humbleness, and desired your highness most heartily to pray for her.
What sayest thou, huh? To pray for her? What, is she crying out?
So said her woman, and that her sufferance made almost each pang a death.
Alas, good lady.
O God, safely quit her of her burden, and with gentle travail, to the gladdening of your highness with an air.
'Tis midnight, Charles. Prithee, to bed, and in thy prayers remember the estate of my poor queen. Leave me alone, for I must think of that which company would not be friendly to.
I wish your highness a quiet night, and my good mistress will remember in my prayers.
Charles, good night.
Exit
Well,
Suffolk.
Oh, sir, I have brought my lord the archbishop, as you commanded me.
Canterbury.
Ay, my good lord.
'Tis true. Where is he, Denny?
He attends your highness's pleasure.
Bring him to us.
This is about that which the bishop spake. I am happily come hither. Enter Kramer and Denny.
Avoid the
Just a
gallery.
second. Okay. Whoa. If you're doing two roles together, Jackie, pass the one on to somebody else, either
Okay.
Garrett or to Kitty.
Well, I have Derek. That was written for me, so I'll just do that.
Okay,
What
that's
is-
good.
Would you like me to read?
Just a second. We're entering Cranmer on Denny near the bottom of page 129. Kitty, you want to do Cranmer?
Okay, this is 135.
It's 129.
Really? Oh, okay. I'm looking at it. Never mind. I got it.
Are we all set?
All
Okay,
set.
enter Cranmer and Denny.
Avoid the gallery.
Lovell seems to stay.
Ha! I have said, be gone. What?
Lovell and Denny exit.
I am fearful. Wherefore frowns he thus? 'Tis his aspect of terror. All's not well.
How now, my lord? You do desire to know wherefore I sent for you.
It is my duty to attend your highness' pleasure.
Pray you, arise. My good and gracious Lord of Canterbury, come. You and I must walk a turn together. I have news to tell you. Come, come, give me your hand. Ah, my good lord, I grieve at what I speak, and am right sorry to repeat what follows. I have, and most unwillingly of late, heard many grievous, I do say, my lord, grievous complaints of you, which, being considered, have moved us and our council, that you shall this morning come before us, where, I know, you cannot with such freedom purge yourself, but that, with further trial in those charges, which will require your answer, you must take your patience to you, and be well contented to make your house our tower. You, a brother of us, it fits we thus proceed, or else no witness would come against you.
I humbly thank your highness, and am right glad to catch this good occasion most truly to be winnowed, where my chaff and corn shall fly asunder. For I know there's none stands under more calumnious tongues than I myself, poor man.
Stand up, good Canterbury. Thy truth and thy integrity is rooted in us, thy friend. Give me thy hand. Stand up. Prithee, let's walk. Now, by my holiday, what manner of man are you? My lord, I looked you would have given me your petition, that I should have ta'en some pains to bring together yourself and your accusers, and to have heard you without endurance further.
Most dread liege, the good I stand on is my truth and honesty. If they shall fail, I with mine enemies will triumph o'er my person, which I weigh not, being of those virtues vacant. I fear nothing what can be said against me.
Know you not how your state stands in the world with the whole world? Your enemies are many and not small. Their practices must bear the same proportion, and not ever the justice and the truth of the question carries the due of the verdict with it. At what ease might corrupt minds procure knaves as corrupt to swear against you? Such things have been done. You are potently oppressed, and with a malice of as great size. Ween you of better luck, I mean in perjured witness, than your master, whose minister you are, whilst here he lived upon this naughty earth? Go to, you take a precipice for no leap of danger, and woo your own destruction.
God and your majesty protect mine innocence, or I fall into the trap is laid for me.
Be of good cheer. They shall no more prevail than we give way to. Keep comfort to you, and this morning see you do appear before them. If they shall chance, in charging you with matters, to commit you, the best persuasions to the contrary fail not to use, and with what vehemency the occasion shall instruct you. If entreaties will render you no remedy, this ring deliver unto them, and your appeal to us there make before them. Look, the good man weeps. He's honest on mine honour. God's blessed mother, I swear he is true-hearted, and a soul none better in my kingdom. Get you gone, and do as I have bid you. He has strangled his language in his tears.
I'll not come back. The tidings that I bring will make my boldness manners. Now, good angels, fly over the royal head and shade thy person under their blessed wings.
Now, by thy looks, I guess thy message. Is the queen delivered?
Aye,
Say,
my liege.
aye, and of a boy?
Aye, my liege, and of a lovely boy. The God of heaven both now and ever bless her. 'Tis a girl, promises boys hereafter. Oh, so your queen desires your visitation, and to be acquainted with this stranger. 'Tis as like you as cherry is to cherry.
Lovell,
Sir,
give her 100 marks, all to the queen.
100 marks. By this light I'll have more. An ordinary groom is for such payment. I will have more, scolded out of him. Said I for this the girl was like to him? I'll have more, or else unsay it. And now, while 'tis hot, I'll put it to the issue.
And the lady exits. Scene 2. Enter Cranmer and the Archbishop of Canterbury. Okay, Kitty, are you around?
Yeah. You want me to do Cranmer?
Can you do Cranmer?
Yeah.
And who's the Archbishop of Canterbury?
Oh, I'll do it.
Ken, do you want to do the Archbishop of Canterbury?
Yes, I'll do it.
Okay, enter Cranmer and the Archbishop of Canterbury.
I hope I am not too late. And yet the gentleman that was sent to me from the council prayed me to make great haste. All fast? What means this? Huh? Who waits there? Sure you know me?
Yes, my lord, but yet I cannot help you.
Why?
Your grace must wait till you be called for. Enter Dr. Butts. That's you,
Oh,
Jackie.
Oh, okay, here, enter. Yes. But this is pure malice. I am glad I came this way so happily. This king shall understand it presently.
'tis Butts, the king's physician. As he passed along, how earnestly he cast his eyes upon me. Pray heaven he found not my disgrace, for certain this is a purpose laid by some that hate me. God turn their hearts, I never sought their malice. To quench mine honor, they would shame to make me wait, else adore. A fellow counselor among boys, grooms, and lackeys? But their pleasures must be fulfilled, and I attend with patience.
Enter the king and Butts at a window above.
I'll show your grace the strangest sight.
What's that, Butts?
I think your highness saw this many a day.
Pardon me, where is it?
There, my lord, the high promotion of his Grace of Canterbury, who holds his state at doors amongst pursuivants, pages, and footnotes.
Ha! 'Tis he indeed. Is this the honour they do one another? 'Tis well there's one above 'em yet. I had thought they had parted so much honesty among 'em, at least good manners, as not thus to suffer a man of his place, and so near our favour, to dance attendance on their lordships' pleasures, and at the door too, like a post with packets. By holy Mary Butts, there's knavery. Let 'em alone, and draw the curtains close. We shall hear more anon.
A chancel table is brought in with chairs and stools and placed under the state. Enter the Lord Chancellor, places himself at the upper end of the table on the left hand, a seat being left void above him, as for Canterbury's seat. The Duke of Suffolk, the Duke of Norfolk, Surrey, Lord Chamberlain, Gardiner seat themselves in order on each side. Cromwell at the lower end as secretary. Chancellor. Ken, do the Chancellor.
Speak to the business, Master Secretary. Why are we met in council?
Cromwell.
Please, your honour, the chief cause concerns his Grace of Canterbury.
Gardiner, that's you, Kitty.
Has he had knowledge of it?
Yes.
Who waits there?
Keep it without my noble lords.
Yes.
My Lord Archbishop, and has done half an hour to know your pleasures.
Let him come in.
Your Grace may enter now. Cranmer approaches the council table.
My good Lord Archbishop, I'm very sorry to sit here at this present and behold that chair stand empty. But we all are men in our own natures frail and capable of our flesh. Few are angels, out of which frailty and want of wisdom you that best should teach us have misdemeaned yourself, and not a little toward the king first, then his laws in filling the whole realm by your teaching, and your chaplains, for so we are informed, with new opinions diverse and dangerous, which are heresies, and not reformed may prove pernicious.
Which reformation must be sudden, noble lords. For those that tame wild horses, place them not in their hands to make them gentle, but stop their mouths with stubborn bits and spur 'em, till they obey the manage. If we suffer out of our easiness and childish pity to one man's honor, this contagious sickness, farewell all physic. And what follows then? Commotions, uproars with a general taint of the whole state. As of late days our neighbors, the Upper Germany, can dearly witness, yet freshly pitted in our memories.
No, that's Cranmer.
Michael, no, that's not me. Is that Cromwell? I don't know who's that.
No, it's Cromwell. It's Cranmer. Okay, anybody else want Cranmer? No, I'll do it. My good lords, hitherto in all the progress both of my life and office, I have laboured, and with no little study, that my teaching and the strong course of my authority might go one way and safely, and the end was ever to do well. Nor is there living, I speak it with a single heart, my lords, a man that more detests, more stirs against, both in his private conscience and his place, defacers of a public peace than I do. Pray heaven the king may never find a heart with less allegiance in it. Men that make envy and crooked malice nourishment dare bite the best, I do beseech your lordships that in this case of justice my accusers, be what they will, may stand forth face to face and freely urge against me.
Nay, my lord, that cannot be. You are a counselor, and by that virtue no man dare accuse you.
That's you, Ketty.
My lord, because we have business of more moment, we will be short with you. 'Tis his highness' pleasure and our consent for better trial of you. From hence you be committed to the Tower, where being but a private man again, you shall know many dare accuse you boldly. More than I fear you are provided for.
Ah, my good Lord of Winchester, I thank you. You are always my good friend. If your will pass, I shall both find your lordship judge and juror. You are so merciful. I see your end, 'tis my undoing. Love and meekness, Lord, become a churchman better than ambition. Win straying souls with modesty again. Cast none away. That I shall clear myself. Lay all the weight ye can upon my patience. I make as little doubt as you do conscience in doing daily wrongs. I could say more, but reverence to your calling makes me modest.
My lord, you are a secretary. That's the plain truth. Your painted gloss discovers to men that understand you words and weakness.
Well,
Garrett, are you tuned in? You want to read Cromwell?
My lord of Winchester, you are a little, by your good favor, too sharp. Men so noble, however faulty, yet should find respect for what they have been. 'Tis a cruelty to load a falling man.
Good Mr. Secretary, I cry your honor mercy. You may worst of all this table say so.
Why, my lord?
Do not I know you for a favorer of this new sect? Ye are not sound.
Not sound?
Not sound, I say.
Would you were half so honest. Men's prayers then would seek you, not their fears.
I shall remember this bold language.
Do. Remember your bold life, too.
this is too much. Forbear for shame, my lords.
I have done.
And I.
Then thus for you, my lord, it stands agreed, I take it by all voices, that forthwith you will be conveyed to the Tower a prisoner, there to remain till the king's further pleasure be known unto us. Are you all agreed, lords?
We are.
Is there no other way of mercy? But I must needs. Oh, that's not me. That's.
Is there no
Cromwell.
other way of mercy, but I must needs to the Tower, my lords?
What other would you expect? You are strangely troublesome. Let some of the guard be ready there.
And the guard enters. For me? Must I go like a traitor hither?
Receive him and see him safe in the Tower.
Stay, good my lords. I have a little yet to say. Look there, my lords, by virtue of that ring I take my cause out of the gripes of cruel men, and give it to my most noble judge, the king, my master.
This
This
is the king's ring.
tis no
Oh,
count. 'Tis the right ring, by heaven. I told you all when we first put this dangerous stone a rolling, 'twould fall upon ourselves.
Do you think, my lords, the king will suffer but the little finger of this man to be vexed?
it is now too certain.
Who's the chamberlain? Who's
How much more is his life and value with him? Would I were fairly out on't.
Cromwell?
my mind give me in seeking tales and informations against this man, whose honesty the devil and his disciples only envy at. Ye blew the fire that burnt ye, now have at ye.
The king, frowning on them, takes his seat. The gardener. That's
How much
Kitty.
What?
That's you, gardener.
Yes, I was reading. How much are we bound to heaven in daily thanks that gave us such a prince, not only good and wise, but most religious, one that in all obedience makes the church the chief aim of his honor, and to strengthen that holy duty out of dear respect, royal self in judgment comes to hear the cause betwixt her and this great offender.
You are ever good at sudden commendations, Bishop of Winchester. But no, I come not to hear such flattery now, and in my presence they are too thin and base to hide offences. To me you cannot reach. You play the spaniel, and think with wagging of your tongue to win me. But whatsoe'er thou takest me for, I'm sure thou hast a cruel nature and a bloody. Good man, sit down. Now let me see the proudest, he that dares most but wag his finger at thee. By all that's holy, he had better starve than but once think this place becomes thee not.
May it please your grace?
No, sir, it does not please me. I had thought I had had men of some understanding and wisdom of my counsel, but I find none. Was it discretion, lords, to let this good man, few of you deserve that title, this honest man, wait like a lousy footboy at chamber door, and one as great as you are? Why, what a shame was this! Did my commission bid ye so far forget yourselves? I gave ye power as he was a counsellor to try him, not as a groom. There's some of ye, I see, more out of malice than integrity, would try him to the utmost, had ye mean, which ye shall never have while I live.
Thus far, my most dread sovereign, may it lack your grace to let my tongue excuse all. What was purposed concerning his imprisonment was rather, if there be faith in men, meant for his trial, and fair purgation to the world than malice, I am sure in me.
Well, well, my lords, respect him. Take him and use him well, he's worthy of it. I will say this much for him, if a prince may be beholding to a subject, I am, for his love and service, so to him. Make me no more ado, but all embrace him. Be friends, for shame, my lords. My lord of Canterbury, I have a suit which you must not deny me, that is, a fair young maid that yet wants baptism. You must be godfather and answer for her.
The greatest monarch now alive may glory in such an honor. How may I deserve it, that I am poor and humble subject to you?
Come, come, my lord, you'd spare your spoons. You shall have two noble partners with you, the old Duchess of Norfolk and Lady Marquis Dorset. Will these please you? Once more, my Lord Winchester, I charge you, embrace and love this man.
With a true heart and brother love I do it.
And let
No, sorry,
heaven
that's Kitty. Sorry, my apologies.
With a true heart and brother love I do it.
and let
And let
heaven
heaven witness how dear I hold this confirmation.
Good man, those joyful tears show thy true heart. The common voice I see is verified of thee, which says thus, do my Lord of Canterbury a shrewd turn, and he's your friend forever. Come, lords, we trifle time away. I long to have this young one made a Christian, as I have made ye one, my lords, remain. So I grow stronger, you more honor gain.
And the exit. Act 5, Scene 3. Noise and tumult within. Enter the porter and his man. Porter, Ken.
Yes. You leave your noise anon, ye rascals. Do you take the court for parish garden? Ye rude slaves, leave your gaping.
Good Mr. Porter, I belong to the larder.
Belong to the gallows and be hanged, ye rogue. Is this a place to roar in? Fetch me a dozen crab tree staves and strong ones. These are but switches to him. I'll scratch your heads. You must be seeing christenings. Do you look for ale and cakes here, you rude rascals?
Sir, be patient. 'Tis as much impossible unless we sweep 'em from the door with cans to scatter 'em as 'tis to make 'em sleep. On May Day morning, which will never be, we may as well push against Powell's as stir 'em.
How got they in and be hanged?
Alas, I do not know. How goes the tide in? As much as one sound cudgel of 4 foot. You may see poor remainder could distribute. I make no spare, sir.
You did nothing, sir.
I am not Samson, nor Sir Grey, nor Colbrand. I mow 'em down before me. But if I spared any that had a head to hit, either young or old, he or she, cuckold or cuckold master, let me ne'er hope to see a chine again. And that I would not for a crow, a cow, God save her.
Do you hear, Master Porter? I shall
Aye.
be with you presently, good Master Puppy. Keep the door closed, sirrah.
What would you have me do?
What should you do but knock him down by the dozens? Is this more fields to muster in, or have we some strange Indian with a great tool come to court the women so besiege us? Bless me, what a fry of fornication is a door. On my Christian conscience, this one christening will beget 1,000. Here will be father, godfather, and all together.
Kitty, take this.
The spoons will be the bigger, sir. There is a fellow somewhat near the door. He should be a brazier by his face. For on my conscience, 20 of the dog days now rain in snows. All that stand about him are under the line. They need no other penance. That fire drake did I hit 3 times on the head, and 3 times was his nose discharged against me. He stands there like a mortar piece to blow us. There was a haberdasher's wife of small wit near him that railed upon me till her pinked porringer fell off her head for kindling such a combustion in the state. Oh, I missed the meteor once and hit that woman who cried out, "Clubs!" when I might see from far some 40 truncheoners draw to her succor, which were the hope of the strand where she was quartered. They fell on, I made good my place. At length they came to the broom staff to me. I defied them still, when suddenly a file of boys behind them, loose shot, delivered such a shower of pebbles that I was fain to draw mine honor in and let them win the work. Oh, the devil was amongst them, I think, surely.
These are the youths that thunder at a playhouse and fight for bitten apples, that no audience but the tribulation of Tower Hill or the limbs of Limehouse their dear brothers are able to endure. I have some of them in limbo patrum, and there they are like to dance these 3 days, besides the running banquet of 2 beetles that is to come.
Enter the Lord Chamberlain.
Mercy o' me, what a multitude are here! They grow still too. From all parts they are coming, as if we kept a fair here. Where are these porters, these lazy knaves? Ye have made a fine hand, fellows. There's a trim rabble let in. Are all these your faithful friends of the suburbs? We shall have great store of room, no doubt, left for the ladies when they pass back from the christening. And it please your honour, we are but men, and what so many may do, not being torn to pieces, we have done. An army cannot rule him. As I live, if the king blame me for it, I'll lay ye all by the heels and suddenly, and on your heads clap brown fines for neglect. Ye are lazy knaves, and here ye lie baiting of bombards when ye should do service. Hark, the trumpet sound. You are come already from the christening. Go break among the prias and find a way out to let the troop pass fairly, or I'll find a marshalsea shall hold ye play these 2 months. Make way there for the princess.
You great fellow, stand close up or I'll make your head ache.
You with the chainlet, get up on the rail, I'll peck you all the pails else.
And they exit. Scene 4. Enter trumpets sounding. Then 2 aldermen, the Lord Mayor, Garter, Cranmer, Duke of Norfolk with his marshal's staff, Duke of Suffolk, 2 noblemen bearing great standing bowls for the christening gifts. Then 4 noblemen bearing a canopy, under which the Duchess of Norfolk, godmother, bearing the child richly habited in a mantle, etc., a train borne by a lady. Then follows the Marchioness Dorset, the other godmother, and ladies. The troop pass once about the stage, and Garter speaks. Kitty.
Am I Garter? I was never given these. Okay, let me read it. Heaven from thy endless goodness send prosperous life, long and ever happy, to the high and mighty Princess of England, Elizabeth.
A flourish.
Your
Enter the
royal,
king and the guard.
sorry,
And to your royal grace and the good queen, my noble partners, and myself, thus pray all comfort, joy in this most gracious lady. Heaven ever laid up to make parents happy, may hourly fall upon ye.
Thank you, good Lord Archbishop. What is her name?
Elizabeth.
Stand up, Lord. With this kiss take my blessing. God protect thee, into whose hand I give thy life.
Amen.
My noble gossips, ye have been too prodigal. I thank ye heartily. So shall this lady when she has so much English.
Kitty. No, Garrett, you want to take Cranmer here?
you sure you don't want it?
No.
Let me speak, sir. For heaven now bids me, and the words I utter, let none think flattery, for they'll find 'em truth. This royal infant, heaven still move about her, though in her cradle, yet now promises upon this land 1,000,000 blessings, which time shall bring to ripeness. She shall be, but few now living can behold that goodness, a pattern to all princes living with her, and all that shall succeed. Saba was never more covetous of wisdom and fair virtue than this pure soul shall be. All princely graces that mold up such a mighty piece as this is, with all the virtues that attend the good, shall still be doubled on her. Truth shall nurse her. Holy and heavenly thoughts still counsel her. She shall be loved and feared. Her own shall bless her. Her foes shape like a field of beaten corn, and hang their heads with sorrow. Good grows with her. In her days every man shall eat in safety, under his own vine, what he plants, and sing the merry songs of peace to all his neighbors. God shall be truly known, and those about her from her shall read the perfect ways of honor, and by those claim their greatness, not by blood. Nor shall this peace sleep with her, but as when the bird of wonder dies, the maiden phoenix, her ashes new create another heir, as great in admiration as herself. So shall she leave her blessedness to one, when heaven shall call her from this cloud of darkness, who from the sacred ashes of her honor shall star-like rise, as great in fame as she was, and so stand fixed. Peace, plenty, love, truth, terror, that were the servants to this chosen infant, shall then be his, and like a vine grow to him. Wherever the bright sun of heaven shall shine, his honor and the greatness of his name shall be and make new nations. He shall flourish, and like a mountain cedar, reach his branches to all the plains about him. Our children's children shall see this and bless heaven.
Thou speakest wonders.
She shall be to the happiness of England an aged princess. Many days shall see her, and yet no day without a deed to crown it. Would I had known no more, but she must die. She must, the saints must have her. Yet a virgin, a most unspotted lily, shall she pass to the ground, and all the world shall mourn her.
O Lord Archbishop, thou hast made me now a man. Never before this happy child did I get anything. This oracle of comfort has so pleased me that when I am in heaven, I shall desire to see what this child does and praise my Maker. I thank ye all. To you, my good Lord Mayor, and your good brethren, I am much beholding. I have received much honour by your presence, and ye shall find me thankful. Lead the way, lords. Ye must all see the Queen, and she must thank ye. She will be sick else. This day no man think has business at his house, for all shall stay. This little one shall make it holiday.
And they exit. The epilogue. 'Tis 10 to 1 this play can never please all that are here. Some come to take their ease and sleep an act or two, but those we fear we're frightened with our trumpets, so 'tis clear they'll say 'tis naught. Others to hear the city abused extremely and to cry, that's witty, which we have not done neither, that I fear all the expected good we're like to hear, for this play at this time is only in the merciful construction of good women. For such a one we showed 'em. If they smile and say 'twill do, I know within a while all the best men are ours. For 'tis a ill hap if they hold when their ladies bid 'em clap. End of play.
Yay.
Thanks, everybody.
Does anybody know this thing? It says in the end that she will die a virgin. If she be made queen, must she remain a virgin?
Well, that's Elizabeth,
Yeah.
the Virgin Queen.
That's what she be. Well, they foresee it, but is that an order that if she's allowed
No,
to rule?
he's writing a play that Elizabeth will see, and he doesn't want to piss off Elizabeth. So yeah.
I'm sorry to contradict you there. By the time this play was performed, Elizabeth was long gone.
Yeah.
But
when was it written?
Oh, this is the last thing he wrote.
Oh, that's right. It was, wasn't it? Yes, it was.
We're in King James the First or King James the Sixth of Scotland.
Well,
But
I was wondering if that was a law where they said that if a queen ruled, she was not to fornicate or something.
No, I don't think so.
Because
It
seems that they say that she will be a virgin queen before it's even anything's happened. She's just a baby that just came out, and they call her.
Before we end up, can I just make some logistic things? The way things work with Instant Shakespeare, either the night before or the morning of the reading, Paul sends out 2 emails. One of them contains the Zoom link so that you can sign on. The second email he sends out himself at almost the same time, starts off with a big write-up telling you how to do it, thanking you for agreeing to do it. And at the end of that is the cast list, the best that he has come up with. It will include the script, and it will include as an attachment sometimes a spreadsheet showing who's speaking when. That all the casting that he has prior to starting, it's there. So Kitty, you have about 5 people. In that cast list, you are down for Anne Boleyn, the Crier, the Gentleman, 2, Sir Nicholas Vaux, Sir Butts, Gardner, who is the Bishop of Winchester, and Garter. It may not look like anything when you open it, but scroll down to the end. Please, please, please.
So you know what it is? I figured it out. I was going to the old days when we would get our casting from his email. He would give the name and then the parts.
Well, it's there on the second email.
Let me finish, please. I did not go to the big white thing to see all the.
That email that he sends has the cast list that he's worked out at the end.
Let me finish. I'm speaking. The email
I feel that a person.
Paul just said, Anne Boleyn, this is the way it used to be in the old days. You know, he would
Just
send us
gonna
an
say a
email.
quick goodbye. I'm sorry, I know you're speaking, but I gotta get to
Bye.
get the dry cleaning before it closes at 5.
Okay, thanks.
Okay,
Gary.
Thank you all so much.
Great
Great
job.
job, everybody. I really
This
appreciate it.
in the last couple of times, I've just been going by the email and not getting all my parts, which are on that very complicated white graph.
No, they're
thing.
not on that. They're at the end of the email to which that is attached.
Well, whatever. I
You
didn't
have to
get
read the damned email.
I think there may be an issue that sometimes that Kitty, your email, I don't know that you always get things when I send it to a group of people. Sometimes I get
Okay.
message, it doesn't go through, but I didn't get any message. This time it didn't go through. But I think with your email settings, sometimes it rejects group emails. So
Oh
that
dear.
may be why you might not have received it. So I'm sorry about that. And in future, I'll try and also send you a separate email to let you know about those things.
Yeah.
the only one that I'm attuned to is the one where you say Joe Smith playing da da da, this person playing that. That was what you did in the old days.
He
And that's
still does that, Kitty. It's
I
just
don't look at the big graph that you send with the, you know, the
no,
big
I don't look at that either, because those are taken from different translations, and they sometimes work, but sometimes there are problems with them. But the email that contains the script and that as an attachment also contains at the end of it the cast list that Paul has managed to put together as best as he could.
one that's the graph and the squares and the, you know, I don't look at that. I just look at the email without the, I don't know what to call this thing, the graph.
Yeah,
So
you
that's
look at the graph. End of the email has the listing.
the name that you give. You gave the name, and that's the only one that I see. I did not look at
Well,
the.
but you didn't look at it because at the email that he sent that contained the script, and I presume you got that, it said that Kitty was playing Anne Boleyn, the Crier, Gentleman 2, Sir Nicholas Vaux, Dr. Butts, and Gardner, the
didn't-
Bishop of Winchester and
I
Garter.
did not get the one. I'm telling you, I did not get the one with the grid and the, you know, the, I don't know what to call
Okay,
it.
so Paul's going to fix that.
That's the one where all the casting is, and I only got the email that's just the, you know, a letter like, hi, this is you, and you're gonna. So I didn't
Okay.
get all that stuff. That's why we're having the problem. So that means I have to open that email,
Yeah.
that chart, because I
And
don't see the
not
chart.
only open it, you have to read to the end of it, because the first chunk of
I
it
do
is
the
this
end
all
of
this
it.
about how you're supposed to do it, and we know how
I
we're supposed to do
look
it.
at the chart, the very fancy
Yeah.
chart. I don't see that. Now I will. I'll look at the fancy chart.
No, you don't look at the fancy chart. You look at the end of the email to
Read
which
the whole
fancy
thing,
chart-
all the way down to the bottom, from top to bottom, and that's simple.
Yeah, it's
Right.
at the end. Okay, thanks everybody.
Thank you. Have a nice
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Great job, everybody.
That was
Okay.
great fun to work with everybody again.
Yes, absolutely. I play master sometime, and I got you all. Okay, I wrote down all your emails, all your addresses.
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.